Hello and welcome to the long-awaited episode 3 of the Two Drunk Flings podcast. My name is Mike, I am the editor and producer of the show, and I'm just here with a quick note before we get things underway. Just a quick warning in case there's any young, innocent ears around, or you're at work, and you may need to turn down the podcast. There will be a bit more language than is usually the case in most episodes. Anyway, just before we get the show underway today, thought you might like to hear one of the numerous intro outtakes that we have during the course of recording one of the podcasts. Hope you enjoy.
Hello, my name's Liam. This is the Two Drunk Flings podcast. My name is Longstride on the NAF website. I'm also joined with Alan.
Hey up, I'm Alan and I am Gilly Wonka on the NAF website.
Fucking stop saying, hey up! Hey up, me up. Hey up, I love that. Oh, no. Last time, did you hear him last time? Hey up, alright. 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 Alright.
Oh, bugger, drop me cat.
Hello, this is the Two Drunk Flings podcast, and my name is Liam, also known as Longstride on the NAF website. I'm also joined with Alan.
Hiya, I'm Alan and I'm Gilly Wonka on the NAF website.
Also, we've got Mike, who's with us as well, who is also
Hello.
with Dynamic Mic Recordings.
That's correct, Dynamic Mic Recordings.
Sounds like I've been drinking. But yeah, he's going to be on our show. He's just had his first tournament, and we're going to do quite a lot of talking to him and his progress through Blood Bowl and how he's doing anyway. We've got two guests today, special guests in fact. We have Pug Mason, the Lord of the Flings, also the founder of the Fling Nation as well.
Yes.
So yeah, what's your NAF name, Pug?
Pug.
Oh, look at that, I didn't expect that. We've also got a special guest with Johnny, who also runs the DBBL and is on the Double Scores podcast and does a lot more than that, and has got a big beard.
Hey up.
Hey up.
Hey up.
All right. You're right. So we do have two special guests in, but this episode we will be just basically answering questions. We didn't expect the flood of questions that came in for both guests, because obviously, and they're both big names in the Blood Bowl community. So basically, this is just a Q&A, and the next episode we'll be talking again about mine, Alan's, and Mike's progress through the Blood Bowl world. So yeah, I don't know if you guys know, before we start asking the questions, I've been actually doing a thing called the Year of the Fling. I've
How's that going for you?
It's not going very well.
How many games in now?
I've worked out about 10, 12 tournaments at the minute, and then leagues, then online leagues. I'm in the EBBL, DBBL, Water Bowl. So yeah, Year of the Fling, this is out of 12 games, so I've got 3 draws, 7 losses, and the rest wins. That's not bad. So it's like 2 wins.
Well, hold on.
There's 3 losses.
You had 3 losses?
Yeah, 3 losses. No, 7 losses, 3 draws, and 2 wins.
2 wins, okay. I was going to say,
Yeah.
try to add it up to 12.
Mate, I can't add. I can't fucking read. So yeah, so it's not bad.
Not bad for first, well,
Flings. Yeah, it's my first month.
tournament with Flings, really.
Yeah. No, it's my second
you've done
tournament.
league with Flings before, but
Completely got flattened.
Yeah.
No, I got 2 draws and then the rest were losses. Yeah, not too
tournaments
good.
different.
Tournaments are different. Yeah, I thought I got a win because I used I thought I'd been clever. Didn't I? I had a special card from the DBBL. They have like a special card that you can use and buy, and it was a springboard, wasn't it? And it was like you roll so many on a springboard, and it automatically catapults your player in a random direction.
It was the cards out of the CRP.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a 50k or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, just and it was a springboard, so it was like, well, why not? A springboard of
The
fling
thing
in.
was, you
and it ran in.
it was Dan who was on the last episode. And you both
the guy
read
the
it.
board.
You both wrote, like, you read it.
I read it
and then
out.
You showed it to him, and he read it, and then he passed it back, and you checked it, and then he played it wrong.
But and then you were playing Steve Cross as well, weren't you? And then he read it, and went, yep, that's right. And we all played it, and we're like, yeah, that's fine. honestly. And but I was stood up, I was screaming. Honestly, I was right in his face. Like, really got into his face, honestly.
I think Steve will contest that.
Did he? Of course he will. He'll contest anything that Steve's not done. Like the Snotling fucking game against him and Alan.
Yeah.
I beat Alan with Snotlings.
Well, he didn't.
No, he didn't. He used Morg.
Yeah.
I only found it out because Alan, right, what we've got, this is the dare. The dare is Alan's going to sing a song about Steve Cross. Mark's going to play guitar and Alan's going to sing it.
Yeah.
And it'd be something like, Steve Cross is all around me.
His balls are on my nose. Yeah, something like that.
Exactly. And that's what we was going to do.
He actually picked My Hero by the Foo Fighters, which... so I was like...
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sing it. What was it? How'd it go?
I'm not singing it because the dare doesn't stand.
Because you're my hero. No, I don't even know. That's not.
There
That's
goes
fucking...
My Hero. That's the one, isn't it?
What was I singing? Enrique Iglesias. Why do I know what I'm
You
singing?
do Wet, Wet, Wet.
'Cause you're my hero, baby.
Oh, no, yeah, okay. Fucking hell.
Well, yeah, he picked... he put Morg in the team and I lost.
Well, if you're going to have Snotlings, play Snotling team, and then he lied... He lied about having Morg. Because he sat there and Dan Atherton went, he took Morg. And I went, you fucking... And Steve went, oh, yeah, I took it. Yeah.
He said that he was going to
We did a massive... We was going to do a whole campaign of Alan singing. I was even going to try and get a music video of like Alan playing the guitar. Then like Dan Atherton's Christmas video. Playing the keyboard with the snow. I was going to get Alan in like a dead, like big turtleneck. I had it all planned, and then he went, took Morg, and it just went all out the window. It would have been so good.
I do want a Christmas Alan video. Magic.
I think we should do that.
I hope.
Yeah. All right, I'm Alan.
I hope I'm going to sing a little song for you.
This was a right number.
Yeah, Christmas. We'll do that for Christmas.
Right number I wrote for you, right? Go on.
Campaign Christmas number 1.
Yeah.
I think we should do it.
Hashtag Alan for number 1.
I definitely think we should
Especially
do
when
it.
the X Factor comes up.
Well, we did say what we was going to do, right? This is all out news. I wasn't even going to mention it, but I may as well. We're going to do a World Cup team next year, so we're all going to go to... It's Portugal, isn't it? Next year.
Well,
Or Austria. It's Austria.
Don't go to Portugal.
It's Austria.
No.
Fucking
It's
hell.
Austria.
You went to Stoke when you're
It's
supposed to be
the
going to
Euroball.
Stockport.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And then
Yeah.
you go to Portugal, you're supposed to be going
This is what I mean. I should just be chucked in someone's boot and then just open it up and then get tournaments in that door
Yeah.
there, Lee.
Release the Liam.
Fucking honestly. As soon as I get out of the house, it's like, beer's done, and then I get lost. I come back in Sunday, like,
He
what
went
the
to
fuck's
Stoke
going
when he
on?
was meant to go to Stockport.
Are you going to talk about this later? Or
Yeah,
are you
we'll talk about that. Yeah, we'll definitely talk about it
So
later.
that was the
Hopefully.
picture of you on the train.
On the train, yeah, and then I
leaning
got...
against the wall in shame.
Yeah.
Somebody did say, because I was well-bladdered on Friday night, and you'd been texting me saying, are you in the pub?
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
yeah, I'm in the pub.
I'm on my way.
You're right, okay, you're on your way, good. And then someone
50-50
sent me a
chance.
message about midnight going, why is Liam saying he's on his way to Stoke? Oh,
Yeah.
to be continued.
It was fun, but then I can't even remember. All I can remember is going to Dan Atherton going, I'm so sorry, Dan, I'm drunk from last night. And then I was at the tournament. That's all I can remember
He said you
from
just
Friday
stood
night.
on the curb like a tramp with a can of Red Stripe.
I had a can of Red Stripe in my pocket.
50p for tea.
Honestly, it was so bad.
You have a new section on the podcast. Where's Liam? Where's Liam?
Yeah, yeah, we should do that. Just have a little photo of me popping up.
This tournament was in Cardiff. Where did Liam go?
He went to Aberdeen.
Right, he's in crew.
I do it all the time, honestly. I used to see a girl in Manchester. I don't even know how I ended up. I ended up in the cells because I didn't know where I was supposed to be going. And they were like, you didn't even make sense, mate. We just didn't know what you was doing. So I was like, oh, no.
Lock him up.
And then it was yeah, pretty much. I think I was in, it began with G. It began with G. I remember seeing G. In the movies where you see the hand goes over and then it changes scene. It's just like that. And then I'm like, oh, where am I?
Morning, cup of tea, sir.
Anyway, as we were saying, for the World Cup, that's in Austria, I'm going to write the address on my hand. You should be like, it's put a fucking sat-nav belt buckle on. Keep keep walking.
You need just a hat with your destination written on it, so people can just keep shoving you
With a
towards
tag
it
as well. That'd be dead
no
good.
tag that says, "I am an idiot. Please direct me towards this place."
You know he's going to end up in Legoland or something like that.
If I don't arrive, please post too.
Just have some stamps in your top pocket.
That's so good. I'm going to do that. I am. I'm going to get one of those little things where you open it up, it's got my address on it. Please return to. Yeah, get a little tracker put in on it. Those fucking Liam's chips. Where is he? Apparently he's outside. I'm just asleep on the edge.
He's in a vet's in Czechoslovakia.
Just DHL yourself to the World Cup.
We said Chesterfield, Leo.
Shit. Yeah, and as we were saying, sorry, I'm actually going to try and get a bunch of people to do It's Coming Home. They're like a Blood Bowl.
Right.
Blood Bowl's Coming Home using the England theme tune. And then we're going to obviously try and Alan as a team captain, you know, and then take halflings and then maybe a goblin team and an ogre team and try and bring it home. I think that's going to be the plan, what we want to do anyway for the World Cup. So
Yeah, because you've got to have multiple teams, can't you?
yeah, no, it's
Multiple races.
you can not multiple races, but you can have as many teams as you want for pretty much any country, can't you? Because I think there was like
It's not national like the Euro Bowl.
no, because we'll talk about that one with the Euro Bowl. Yeah, you can't play on the England team and you can't enter if you're not. So I was like going to make up my own country. It's just my country. I'm going to join with this one.
You're going to secede from the UK.
Yeah.
Go as the Fling Nation.
Yeah, exactly. It's a Fling Nation, mate. It's a real place.
Oh God.
If you starts denying it, be like, fuck off. What do you mean you're denying it? You're racist. Oh, by the way, yeah, Woodhouse, I lost 6-1. My first fucking year with the Fling, I lost 6-1 to Woodhouse. That was at the Bloody Shovel. But it was like Steve Cross wanted to take Pylon and Ogres, and then I went, you need to use the original Pylon rule, change that, and then Steve took Amazons.
Yeah, that was what we were talking about, weren't we? Because you can't have NAF ranking unless you use the old piling on.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
In a minute. So
I just found this out as well, yeah.
If you use the new piling on, the NAF won't sanction it.
That's right.
Oh, right.
Oh,
For the tournament.
It was in the
Yeah,
the
I
rules.
didn't know that.
Yeah.
So
So
we
if they
can't do that.
changed it, they shouldn't have changed it basically. But
No.
I don't think it really matters because piling's on such a Timmy skill. Innit?
First off,
I love pissing off people who like to piling. Fucking idiots.
So, questions. I always like to get people to ask you guys the questions. So, you know, I'm going to start with Alan's because I'm going to do one each because I think Alan's question.
Has Alan got more than one question?
Alan's got quite a few questions.
I'd say we just berate Alan with questions.
Well, why not? Why not? So here we go, Alan. How deep is your belly button? What's the first question?
I fucking spilled my drink.
How deep is your belly button, Alan? Like, this is a Blood Bowl podcast, right? And you ask, we've got two guests on the show. Who would you like to ask? Oh, Liam. Could you ask Alan?
Whoever asked that question, you made Alan
your
cry.
belly button.
Breathe, Alan, breathe.
How fucking deep is your belly? Have you got
What
someone?
scale are we using? We're using bases.
No, we're going to use Paul's knuckles, right?
Yeah.
So lift shit up.
Oh, it's time for Lou.
What world do we live in?
Belly button? I don't think I've ever heard that question being asked before. How deep is your belly
I
button?
don't know, about
Oh, he's going to answer.
I don't know, about an inch.
That's
not a shower.
deep. Fucking hell. That's a
Well, that
deep
much.
belly button. How little are your fingers?
I used to get called sausage fingers at school.
It does look like someone's just got a little hamburger patty and stitched 5 sausages to it.
Watch.
You've got dwarf hands.
They're not that bad.
They're really small.
Dude, I've got small hands.
Look at your
What the fuck is going on? I mean, I know I've got fucking spade hands, but what the hell's going on?
No, that is absolutely crazy. So we've established
yeah, don't-
Alan's belly button is an inch deep.
All right.
His fingers are only half an inch.
This is quite a serious question, Alan, for you. Can you stand on your head? Another question. Can you stand on your
No,
head?
I don't think so.
Unbelievable. People really need to get a life, honestly. Let's do a normal one. This is from me, Alan. So, are you going to be joining me on Year of the Flings? We have
Yes,
to do a bit of Blood Bowl talking, don't we?
Yeah, why not? It's
You look dead nervous now, don't you? Yeah, I'm using Flings for you. Yeah. It is definitely me. Yeah,
I am.
Are you sure, yeah?
Yeah.
You're definitely sure?
Yeah.
You're positive? In friendlies, tournaments,
As soon as
leagues.
this season's finished,
Yeah.
the DBBL, I'm going to do Flings the next season.
Well, the good
Forever,
thing about that
for a
is
year.
you'll be able to
For a
put
year,
hands
yeah.
around them.
yeah, they're going to look massive. Fucking big men. They're not big men, Alan. They're
Only 76 mil.
Alan is not to scale.
I'm as tall as a Fling.
The thing is, you might crush them with those little hands. There's no one trying to pick them up. They're like Lenny and George out of Meister Man, where he breaks everything he picks up. You can be fucking crushing all your models. Those little hands. They are like little stubs.
Well, they never move that far anyway, because I
What, your
always
hands?
move my game, so... well, either. They're not that bad.
They're fucking horrible, mate. They are deformed.
I'm missing a fingernail on
That is a
one as
deformed
well.
minute. That is deformed, I'll be honest.
I've got deformed hands.
Everyone's going to go, Alan, just look at your hands. Or people are going, you're going to play people now and you're about to move a thing and everyone's going, every time you move a
Put them off, mate.
muscle.
It'll put them off.
Exactly like that. You'll be like that.
It's going to be the front picture for the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, I beg your fucking dice. Oh, no, look. Oh, see, normal size. When he shakes them about. Bet your knob looks massive in your hands. Right, so we've established that. So, yeah, you are going Year of the Flings. Good.
Is
So
that
definite
just to make
name.
someone else miserable as well?
Yeah. Well, I've got to do it with somebody. Everyone I've asked, everyone goes, fuck off. Is the exact answer.
That'd be my fucking response
Every
as well.
single answer. Fuck off. So, yeah. So no one's doing a Year of Flings except for me and you. I think we should.
Well,
I
it's
think it'd
only
be
a
quite
game.
fun.
It'll be fun.
It's only a game.
be
Fucking,
worth
what's
that.
your language? Jesus Christ, it's only a game.
I'll just start passing to something nobody else passes
See, that's
to.
why Flings are going to work, because Alan's good at throwing bullshit. Alan should be good with Flings. In theory, I mean, if you dodged out with a mummy.
Yeah, 5
Who
plus
fucking
dodge.
dodges out with a mummy?
mummy
Who
again.
dodges out with a Minotaur?
Somebody who
Alan
has no
does.
probability.
Me.
Yeah, exactly. And I think you're going to be like, fuck it, I'm going to throw this Fling off the pitch. Why? Just down, touchdown. What? How's that fucking happened? I'm telling you, it is going to happen. I swear to God, he's going to be like the Fling master by a year's time. By accident.
Well, I passed to a Minotaur by accident, but with...
Was it by accident?
Well, the first time I tried it, it was by accident, and then I just kept doing it.
So let's move on and we'll
Yep.
come back to your questions, Alan, because we have got some juicy
Oh,
ones.
how many have you got?
I've only got 5.
Only 5.
None of them are Blood Bowl related. Well, except for that one. That was for me. I had to
Yeah.
put one in there. 'cause
Yeah.
This is a Blood Bowl podcast.
It is.
Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, Johnny's just like, hey, mate.
Yeah,
hey,
sorry,
old
yeah.
mate. Morning. So, a question for you, Pug. What's your favourite edible re-roll? That's from Holgor. Favourite edible re-roll?
I think I've played somebody at the NAFC one year, and he was playing Flings. He literally brought a carrier bag full of Mr. Kipling fairy cakes, and
Did
he was
he really?
using them, yeah.
That's
And the
actually
guy
quite
was
cool.
stuffing them,
Really? That's quite good.
or handing them over.
Put some laxatives in there or something like that.
Oh, brilliant.
I think that was the same year that guy brought the Nurgle team, and it started.
Oh, you're telling me.
That was fucking
that
wild.
was rank.
Because the first time
He
I
got
wa-
told to wash them, didn't he? He had to wash them overnight.
Yeah, he did. Because he was a chemist.
What's your model?
You know what it was?
Yeah.
You know what it was? He was a chemistry teacher
yeah.
or something like that, and he
Doped the
he
felt on the bottom,
basically-
didn't
he got this. It's some sort of like an acid or something that smelled halfway between foot cheese and puke.
Yeah, it was
And I'm not even
nasty.
joking. It did. It smelled like someone had just puked into a Stilton and then heated it up. The horrible thing was people kept opening the venue doors to get the smell out. But when you did that, the air conditioning went off and it went hotter. So you either were like cool and it stank, or you're fucking roasting and it stinks a bit less. And the thing is, the first time I walked in, my first ever tournament, and I didn't know that this guy had brought this team and done that. I just thought he was some dirty bastard. I walked in, I was like, oh, you fucking nerds.
Even the second day, it was still lingering.
Yeah.
After washing your models, how embarrassing is that? Will you please go and wash your models for the next day?
Because
That's quite embarrassing.
I partly went, well done. That's commitment.
I think that's cool. I think that's a good idea.
But after a day of it, I was like,
Yeah.
fuck you and the horse you rode in on, you smelly bastard. That's horrible.
You know, you think you clear it, you get this wafting.
Yeah. Like, imagine playing against him. Like, you can knock your own fucking models down. I'm not touching that.
Oh no! I bet people move those models and everything.
Yeah, and then they
as
get it on the
well.
fingers.
Oh.
I don't know if he might have varnished it in, but
No, he had it on like the pad underneath the bases as it dropped on. Luckily, nobody's boards were being used. Imagine that smelling across somebody's board.
Fucking ruined your board. Yeah, you take your board home. Yeah, it smells like puke. Bin.
Good weekend, dear.
To be fair, I have very nearly puked on a few Blood Bowl boards. Second day of a tournament.
Oh, which was a question from Jip.
What?
Jip's actually asked you a question saying.
Oh, oh, this is going to be a good one.
No, it's not bad. It is. Can you ask Johnny why did he bin our game on the second day of the tournament?
Shots fired.
Bin?
Yeah, I think like you
What
didn't turn up.
tournament?
Yeah, I think you went home. But it might have been that day you did go home.
At the Cake Bowl, we played...
Did you go home the next day or something?
I went,
Were
yeah,
you
we
not
played, and I think I won, but it was a tough game.
Yeah,
But I had a shit weekend.
yeah.
And then there was a guy who just rolled like crazy dice against me and killed off my team. I went, fuck this. I've had enough. I just had one of those weekends. I was just getting absolutely fucking ruffle-coptered. I was just like, fuck this.
I'm going home.
Yeah.
I've never been that bad where I've gone home from a tournament.
It was thing is it wasn't just at all. It was a long drive, and I was like, I'm going to finish it. One thing I don't like playing kids. I don't like kids.
Yeah.
And there were a bunch of kids there, and I was like,
Cake
if I-
Bowl is quite.
Yeah.
I think the tournament is
and
quite.
I thought if
full
I
of
drop
kids.
down and I'm in this mood playing a kid, I'm
One kid
liable,
less is going
yeah, just fucking liable to punching a kid and getting sent to jail. So I just like, you know what, I'm going to quit while I'm behind.
Yeah. Well, there you go. At least you went home and didn't punch your kids.
Yeah, Jip drove me over the fucking edge, as he wants to do. Well, then when we were playing Shadespire,
I know. Oh
The
my
move,
fucking god!
the
Right,
move.
Jip had. This is the first time Jip's played Shadespire, and
felt
then
guilty
it was so good. And
until-
Johnny was explaining it, and they were fighting. It was dead good, and then the objectives was round. And it was just a really calm game. It was quite close, and then all of a sudden, Johnny just went and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 done.
I'd been saving.
I
this
looked at, it, and
card.
everyone just went. And he looked at you like, you fucking what? And I just went, oh!
Yeah, I've been saving these cards at the end, and I was just like, combo! I just smashed it in. It was brilliant. Yeah.
It was so good. Everybody just went silent, and I just went, "Boy!" And his face just dropped.
You did
even
not shut
more.
up about it for about an hour. It was about an hour afterwards. You were
I
like,
got a
I
cup.
can't believe that fucking move.
I know,
That
I
move.
loved it. It was so good. It was beautiful. It's like when you play chess and someone one turns you. You're like, you bastard. Just like that. It was beautiful. It was so good. And then he got bell ends
Fucking
drawn
got
on
you
his
start-
cup.
yeah. You got that. There was a girl behind the bar, and you were like, "Can you put bell end on his cup?" She not only wrote the word bell end,
A really
she
detailed
drew a
dick.
really detailed penis. But it was a proper little like deformed chode penis, like the penis version of Alan's hands.
She pretty much did, didn't she? He was like, "Oh, how come you've drawn a bell end on my cup?" And she went, "It's not a bell end, it's a cock." And he went, "But no one's told you to do that." And she went, So what? Yeah, so what? I've drawn a cock. And then she did it again. I went, can you make it a bit bigger? And she came back with another detailed cock. He didn't like that, did he?
I don't think anyone liked that. That was just weird.
It was really weird. I only asked her to put bell end on there, but to draw that thing.
I think
it's a really good cock. It's good drawing.
You ever seen Superbad? There's the lad
Oh,
who's
yeah,
got
yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's got like a mental disorder where he just draws cocks all the time. I think that's what she does in her spare time.
You think she's got like a cock folder?
Yeah, if you ever go to Element Games, try and sneak behind the bar and find the cock folder.
I've got another question for you, Johnny, from Rick Bois.
Who?
Iron Golems.
Oh, okay.
Rick Bois. Do you touch yourself?
Everybody touches themselves. Just some people don't like to fucking admit it, do they?
No, they don't.
And when
Like
I call them
Alan.
out on the internet, they get annoyed. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I don't. No, I don't. It's not me.
What? Why do I always lose my... Because you touch yourself. God's watching.
He knows.
So thanks for clearing it out. So yeah, well, I think we all touch ourselves. So, what is the funniest game you've ever played? What's happened in your funniest game? So,
I have to be honest, one of my funniest games I played on Tuesday night against Joe Gunn in the Derby League.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing match. It was like he got Bretonians.
Okay.
And I haven't played against Bretonians a lot. And like loads of people are moaning about him at the minute. But
Smashing it, aren't they? Bretonians are absolutely smashing it.
It's weird. They are good. Like,
yeah, they're really good.
When I saw them on paper, I was like, so you can only give guard to your guys with wrestle. That's a bit shit. Okay, and you've got Edge 2 guys. Yeah, not great. And they're armor 7, so they probably get killed. Well, he'd got a strength 4 blitzer.
Okay.
And then when he's skilling up, he's giving them dodge because they've got edge access. So everything's becoming block and dodge. And literally a couple of games in, and I'm like, this is a fucking beast. So I'm playing it with my Dark Elves, and it was absolutely crazy because I just could not stop it. He got this block dodge guy with catch. He's got his strength 4 guy, and he's just all over the place. I scored pretty sort of standard sort of Dark Elf play, and he just fucking went straight down the middle of the pitch, and I just swarmed him, and he did a bunch of 1-die blocks, and then he managed like a 5+ handoff, and then like a 4+ dodge, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And he managed it. He made this crazy play and scored. Then I scored again. It's 2-1 at the half. Then he scores one back. Then I score one against. It's 3-2. And then I kick, and I catch my own kick on the blitz. He runs up and does loads of shit, and I'm like, I'm doing fucking bullshit, mate. And I just like dodge through tackle zones.
Is that what you're polishing your balls?
Yeah, polishing my... Oh, yeah. Yeah. You think you got bullshit? I got some bullshit, mate. Yeah, you got some bullshit, yeah. Watch this. This is bullshit. Yeah, and then I scored. It was like 4-2, and I'm like, oh, you're gonna have to really, really push it now. And then he fluffs the pickup. I charge in, pick it up in the tackle zone, fuck off and score again. So I ended up with 5-2. And then at the end of the game, we were both crying with laughing all the way through it. And at the end of the game, Dark Elf Blitzer, skill up. Strength 4, motherfucker. So yeah, it was just the perfect end to the perfect game.
That's no good.
I didn't think there was such a thing as a perfect day.
I know, after your tournament as well, 3 losses.
Yeah, that was the thing. It was literally 2 days after the second day of the Water Bowl where I just got fucking battered. Yeah, it's made up for it.
Hey, that's good. He's quite good with the Bretts, though. He's played some good people, and he's actually won them as well. But it's the whole Bretonian thing. I mean, I was speaking to a bunch of guys, and they were saying they are OP, but they're not. So it's like you can't really, you can't tier them properly, can you?
I don't think they're OP. I think the tier one. The tier one.
Yeah.
This is the thing, because like people bring those Bretonians in, I'm broken. It's like, all right, okay, I've come up with a new team. It's got these 2 positional, they're movement 8, they've got block and dodge, and leap, and the Raj 4, and the strength 3. And you got a load of catches, which you've got catch, the Raj 4, and they've got sprint, so they can do 1-turners. And there's a strength 6 big guy. All right, so he's got a negative trait. I was like, yeah, but he doesn't lose tackle zones. He just stands there. He can still hit you. So, what are they called? Wood Elves? Yeah, fuck off. Like, if you came up with Wood Elves tomorrow...
Yeah, of course.
Like, people would be, fuck off.
Wood Elves are ridiculous. Every game, I
you just deal with it, don't you? That's the thing.
They are absolute shitheads.
When I play against Wood Elves, I just deal with it.
You
play what's in front of you. Because this is the thing, the problem I've got with the Corns and Bretonians is that they're straying away from what Games Workshop are trying to do. Because they said they're not going to do Corn and Bretonian.
I think that's the argument, isn't it?
That's the real argument, because Games Workshop are kind of doing Blood Bowl, and they're bringing it back, and they're actually doing a really good job with a lot of it. And then the NAF are going, nah, we're not going to do that. We're going to do this. But then there's like millions of people playing the computer game, which is different too.
Yeah, of course it is.
So it's weird. It's like I think
big mishmash.
It's a big mishmash. The tournament players aren't happy because they're used to a certain thing. The online players are happy because they might be coming across the tournaments because you can play the teams like they've been used to playing.
Yeah.
And then you got the guys like Games Workshop fans or people who are just getting into it through buying the box set, and they're like, "What the fuck is a Bretonian?"
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So it is a mess, and it's a bit of a weird one. And I can see all the arguments.
But I think that's what it is, isn't it? It's the NAF versus Games Workshop at the minute, and it is as sad and horrible as that is, but it kind of is.
That's the problem.
That.
It shouldn't be.
No, not at all. It should be
this is the
everyone
thing,
on.
Like the NAF in the past worked very well with Games Workshop.
Yeah.
And Games Workshop, from what I've heard, are very open to
working
with the
they
NAF.
are.
It's just there's this miscommunication or something going on at the minute where it's not working.
They're just not
at the
matching
minute.
up.
Yeah.
Which is a shame, because I mean, like we were saying on all our podcasts, I mean, we praise the NAF to pieces. Like, they're such a great little company. Well, not a company, but it's quite a nice
Organisation,
Again, we wouldn't have
yeah.
been able to. We wouldn't have met. You know what I mean? We wouldn't have gone to tournaments or things like that, and then none of us would have met. If I don't think if it weren't for the NAF, I don't think any of us would have met.
Well, that's the thing, because I don't know, was I doing the Derby League?
Oh, actually, it was the Derby League I met you that. But the only reason I went to yours, and then I was like, I'll go to UKTC. I wouldn't have even gone to a tournament. I didn't even contemplate going to a
Well,
tournament.
that's the thing, I didn't think about going to tournaments until someone told me about the NAFC, and I was like, fucking hell, it sounds amazing.
Exactly, yeah.
I went to it. Yeah, because that was the thing, because Games Workshop used to run the big one.
But they cancelled because the
Well, they stopped
used the models,
supporting
didn't
the game, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah.
Basically, they were like, we don't support
Specialist
the game
games
anymore.
went out the window.
Specialist games went.
Yeah.
And so they stopped doing it. So yeah, it's
It is tough.
the NAF's a great organisation. They're all volunteers. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's what gets me when people give them loads of shit, and you're like, they are all working
Yeah, it's just
extra
like us.
hours.
Yeah, no.
Like Phil, who does the tournament directing now, he does like probably a couple of hours a night or something stupid like that, going through
yeah.
people's tournaments. You know, you think the amount of tournaments that people do.
Yeah, especially there's
They don't
loads.
get paid
He
for it.
didn't get
No,
paid.
yeah,
for it.
yeah.
Free work
And
to
like,
do it.
Yeah.
Paul Gegg has been treasurer for
Donkeys.
years.
Yeah.
So no one wants that job. I mean, but he does it because someone needs to do it. And so when people give him shit, I'm like, fucking hell, mate, come on.
No, I
The
agree with
volunteers and they work hard.
Yeah, I totally agree with you.
It's all behind the scenes, so people don't see it. You know what I mean? But that's also when people moan about the NAFC. It's like if you go to any tournament and it's like the whatever bowl in wherever. And then people are going, oh yeah, it was amazing. I know I sat next to the toilets all day and that I couldn't see my board properly because the light wasn't working. But yeah, it was great. And then you go to NFC and you go, I didn't get a banana in my box. You're like, fuck off, mate. And it's just because it's the NAF. They see it as the NAF. They don't see it as like gym. So they're like, oh, I can slag it off.
Which is a shame because the NAF is my favourite tournament of all. I mean, to me, it's even better than the World Cup. World Cup was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
I loved it, Lee, but that hotel was fucking horrible. Like, I mean, that double bed.
It
'cause
wasn't
when
even a
you
hotel, was it? It
moved-
was a house, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was
I
a
think
house
so.
because they didn't even have anyone there.
No, there's that crinkly, really horrible old woman. But I was scared. I couldn't sleep because she wasn't there. So I was like, oh, well, if someone's going to get them, we're going to get Johnny because I'm a bit slimmer and he's slower.
Outrun them.
So I was like, and I'm closer to the door. Did you notice I was closer to the door? So if someone does come through, I'm bolting. Johnny's caught. I'm gone. I've got a good getaway.
The door was the way you could get in. If someone was
Well, no,
getting
this
in.
is the thing, right? Do you know where we were sat? In front of us, there was a fireplace, and then he had that red curtain, didn't there? There wasn't a wall there. It was just a
Oh,
red
yeah.
curtain.
Yeah, I remember
right?
that now,
And I
yeah.
would thought that he was going to. Do you know, like in the movies where he goes, everything turns around and
in
it's
The Last
the reception
Crusade,
desk.
with the
Yeah,
fucking fireplace
yeah.
in that.
And I thought that's what was going to happen. So I sat in the bed just staring at it the whole night, and then closed, slowly falling asleep, and waking up and staring at it the whole fucking night.
That
It was so
was so funny
bizarre.
because you kept waking me up because I was snoring, going, Johnny, you're fucking snoring.
Oh, my
And then you fall
God,
asleep and
yeah.
go,
And you told me to shut up, and then I went, oh, sorry. And then I couldn't get back to sleep, and then you're Johnny!
yeah.
That was a good tournament, though, wasn't it? That was really good. Except the Swedes couldn't handle.
They could not handle their booze.
They couldn't
could
handle us at all, could they? Me and you strolled in like, oh yeah, I've got a bit of an hangover. Get paracetamol,
They
sunglasses
turned
on,
up like
we're
half
all
an hour
right.
late, like,
And they're like, are you right there? And just one of them didn't even talk to me. I just walked straight past me like, fucking hate you.
well, we're doing suicide shots, weren't we?
Suicide. I never had
Was it
one before.
Sambuca and whiskey?
Yeah, Sambuca and whiskey. Yeah,
Yeah.
suicide shot.
We had,
fucking
and we
crazy.
had loads of them.
It was bad.
We use them as re-rolls.
Oh no, but
No.
I should have.
Yeah.
Like, I was so bad. We bumped into that guy who was in a cape and his pants.
Oh, that length, wasn't it? He was just in a pair of shorts, just like.
Left from the Isle of Wight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he came running. We just like sat there and he went,
We were
Johnny!
Yeah,
and he just
we were
run over in a
walking
cape.
along,
And he was
and
sweating and everything
He
on
was,
us, wasn't he?
bright red, like sunburned, and we were like, "Is that?" And he walked. We got a photo with him, and then he just charged off down the street, didn't he? Like a fucking Viking invading.
But everyone just walked past like, alright. Like no one even like bothered with him, did they? They were just like, yeah, it's just a man in a cape. We used to it around here.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely. World Cups are definitely going next year. Have you got a team for the World Cup? Are you going?
I'm on the.
I got baby on the way. I got save money.
Oh, life, eh?
Puglet.
Blood Bowl or life, you know. You can only choose one.
I chose Blood Bowl.
Which is obviously Blood Bowl. We're sat here and you've got to go and look after your missus.
I've got to give up another NAFC this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's pushing the baby out, so.
Oh, well, that's good news. And you've got one on
Last
the way
time I
as
had to
well.
skip one, I had
You
to
make
get
it
married.
sound so magical.
I know.
I know.
To push and baby out.
Welcome.
No,
to
we always have this conversation, don't we, when we're drinking? We ain't having fucking kids. What fucking idiot would have kids?
Somebody wants to play Blood Bowl with somebody?
Yeah, yeah. When I'm older. Oh, can you move that for me, son? Nah. Good. Whoosh! It's touchdown, mother. That's what I'd be like anyway. But you've got one on the way as well.
Got another one. Yeah, I've got one.
Look at it go.
Yeah. I've got I've got 18-month-old daughter, and then I've got another one on the way due 2nd of July.
Jesus Christ.
He's going to be putting a little safety seat on his scooter.
Yeah.
It's going to be a little sidecar.
Comparing hands.
I'm actually they'll already be bigger than mine. So
Yeah.
but
High five it. Whoa, son. Watch your hands.
They've probably got more hair than him as well.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, and taller. They'll be taller than me as well. But we'll, yeah, that's it. There's not a lot else I can say, really.
Oh my God, it's just going to come out. Like, Alan. Which one's Alan? Oh, it's a fucking...
The small and wrinkly one.
That's not me.
Which one?
So, Pug, I can never... 100-foot heroes. Now, we've had a few questions from
Feet.
people. It's 100 feet heroes.
Yes.
100, I always say foot, but 100 because they're not 100
So as
foot.
Mike
are they?
Davies has been told as well.
Yeah, so yeah, I always get bollocked by Pug. But I've had a few people saying, is there going to be a comic strip or is there going to be an actual official comic coming out for it?
Yes, there is one. Oh, it's been on the go for the last 4 years, but finding time to sit there and do a full
Blood Bowl of Life.
Oh,
Blood
no.
Bowl of Life.
So yeah, there is one. It's about the story is so far 20 pages in, all on the roughs. About 14 pages are inked.
Oh, so it's not a collection of the strips?
No, full on. Think Asterix.
Yeah, full on comic, isn't it?
Full on comic, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people asking
Look at the
for
Fed.
it. Ah,
Yeah.
that's going to be quite good. So looking
Got
forward
what
to that.
FED stands for.
I'm not even going to try and say anything about it. But no, that's wicked because a lot of people are asking about it. They're quite popular.
What I've annoyed myself is that I haven't done any more than just little cartoons. It's like, right, because you need a bloody idea first. And it takes a couple of hours to draw them out, ink them in. Yeah.
You know what? You've got a really strong Leicester accent. When you mention it to us, I'm just bloody hell. It's really, really strong. It's a strong Leicester
In
accent.
foreign lands.
It is, and you're dead scared when you come in.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God.
It's like Danny Richardson when he first came to Derby. First time he come in, welcome to Derby. Guy just drives past me.
Yeah, I remember that.
We're like, fuck off, you wanker! Something like that. No, it was the C-bomb, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's your first thing
Danny
you got.
Richardson gets that everywhere he goes.
That was 7 o'clock in the morning.
It was
trying
me.
to find coffee.
Just in the morning, yeah, Johnny on a moped. No, I'm a scooter, innit? Alan.
I just Friday night I'm just doing laps of Leicester looking for him.
Oh yeah, welcome to Black Country. It's not bad round here. Can you tell our accents?
Yeah, just a touch.
Yeah, do we have like farmer accents, I think. Someone said we've got.
Farmer accent.
We've all got farmer accents, apparently. Yeah, well, that's what I thought, but apparently we sound thick. Apparently.
Well.
Yeah, sound look, how you doing? Hey,
Who said we sound thick? I take offence to
I
that.
think that might have been me, sorry.
I don't sound thick like no farmer, me. I've got a young'un on the way. She's 18 months and she's got more hair than me.
Turn into fucking
I know. Yeah, I was going to say, it is, isn't
I
it?
thought the Beatles just
It is, it's fucking John Lennon,
Thought
isn't
we were
it?
listening to Thomas the Tank Engine.
Thomas has got a problem.
Who's the fat controller?
He said, I'm going to burst, I'm going to burst.
So, do you want to hear another question for you, Johnny? This is from, I have to say his surname in an Irish accent. I don't get this one as well. This is from Phil Cairns. I have to say his surname.
Okay.
I can't say his surname without an Irish accent. It's Cairns. Phil Cairns. Cairns. Phil Cairns.
I sound creepy when I say
I don't know
it.
why I do it for the side of my mouth. It's like Phil Cairns. So yeah, Phil Cairns. He's asked. Beardman.
Yeah, Beardman.
That's it. That's the question.
That's not a question, that's a statement.
That's a statement.
It's a statement.
That's a statement. Beardman.
It's fucking stupid.
Check your grammar, Cairns.
There should have been a comma in there.
And a question
He's
mark.
fucking going to be gunning for you, mate. Honestly.
Do you know that story?
No, I don't.
Because I didn't actually mention it. I mentioned it briefly on our podcast. We went to a Mexican-type restaurant with all the guys after the Saturday of the UK Team Challenge. And there were these girls at another table, full-on crazy swamp donkeys. and it was one of them's birthday. And they got this note to Jim Jiminy, and it was like, oh, it's the birthday girl's number. If you want to hook up with her, here it is. And he was like, and he looked up and they were like, and he was like, no, I'm okay, I'm all right. And like Jim, he's
I haven't had my shots.
Jim's normally like a real character. They shut him down. He was just like, oh God, oh shit. And he was like, no, I'm engaged. No. And they were like, she won't, no, come on, fuck it, let's have it. And he was like, oh God, oh no. And he got up and he walked towards the toilets, and they thought he was going over to their table. So as he stood up, they went, ah! They went through. They would have ripped him to pieces. And I shouted across, you're all fucking animals! And they were like, you come over here. And I was like, not a fucking chance. So they went, Beardman, come over here. Right? And then they start chanting, Beardman. And obviously, all the 40 fucking bastards who were with me join in. So I've literally got an entire Mexican restaurant chanting Beardman at me.
That's good.
Horrific. Yeah.
That's a good story.
Beardman.
And now I know now, so if people start shouting Beardman to you, then...
I'll just go, yep, Beardman. Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah. It was so surreal.
You do end up in these situations, though.
Yeah,
You
I
do.
do,
I don't know what it is. I don't know how it happens. I mean, every time we go to the UKTC, we always end up being something fucked up happens. I mean, I can't even remember the last one.
The last one you vanished with Peter for some reason.
Oh yeah, we went down for a romantic walk down the river and
yeah,
stuff.
you were
didn't we?
arguing about who was more attractive.
Yeah, no, he was saying if you was gay, who would you sleep with most? And everyone kept picking me, and he was getting dead angry with
asking
me.
other people?
Yeah, he was going, who do you think's prettier, me or him? And they were going, he is. And he was like, fuck! Every single
To be fair,
time.
I'd be pissed off.
Yeah,
But you look
why
like
are
the
you
bloke out the
asking?
Goonies.
I do. You watch me when I wake up in the morning when I hung over. One eye goes smaller and the other one goes bigger. And my ear twitches. I'm not even kidding. I sit there like, I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, they just chucked a fucking Oasis haircut on
do.
that guy from the Goonies.
I do. I'm not even going to deny it. I swear to God, I do look like. Oh, I don't, because that's what I'm going to get now, aren't I? At tournament.
You're gonna get the Justin
shit.
Yeah. Go around. You go Liam on it.
Yeah, that's it. Oh my God, that's what we're going to do.
Change your enough name to Sloth.
Twat.
Johnny, are you going to the Stone Bowl?
I am.
Oh, the
Okay.
Stone Ball.
So
Yeah, yeah.
at the Stone Bowl, we aim to get someone going, Dwarf, Beardman, hey you guys.
Who's dwarf? He's calling you a dwarf, Alan.
Oh,
Alan's getting angry. He's getting
I'm
angry.
what's it? I'm gonna have to get my Thai boxing gloves on. I'm gonna have to go full on Muay Thai. Get Sagat from Street Fighter on your ass.
amazing.
Alan, you're going to the Stone Ball, mate.
Yep.
Yeah. Who are you taking?
I don't know yet.
Flings, you idiot! You
Yeah,
blinked
oh,
for a
yeah,
year. You're Flings
Oh, yeah.
for an entire year.
Yeah, Flings.
No, I think you get 1,100,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, where's the Stone Bowl?
Stoke.
Right.
Yeah. Completely sold
It's
out.
sold out now.
Well fast
It's,
as well. It's only one day.
So one day. It's
Yeah.
The,
Four games.
the other lad of the Double Scores podcast
Yeah, Dan
with me, Dan Atherton. It's a good lad.
He's all right.
GBOL.
I don't like him.
Good bunch of lads.
Picked me up in Stoke when I was hanging, man.
Yeah,
With a
he
kind
was
of
fucking
restaurant.
lucky he did.
I know,
It's
I know.
lucky that he lives in Stoke.
I know.
Because otherwise he'd been fucked, I think.
I know, he's a good lad. I do like. I've got a lot of time for our dad. A lot of time.
Yeah, so he's running. It's quite a straightforward tournament, but then he's got these cards which are like hidden
Awesome.
objectives.
Really good.
So you draw over an objective. It might be like,
You've got to do that in the game.
yeah,
Yeah.
you get bonus points.
But doesn't your opponent
So-
not know because you hand it over? To
Yeah,
say,
you all
"Okay,
have the same
objective."
deck, but you draw it randomly at the start of the
Yeah.
round, and you might get two guys sent off from fouling, and the other guy might have score 4 touchdowns or something crazy. I don't know. Whatever it is, and you get bonus points for achieving them. So you're both going to have the game, then you're both going to have slightly different objectives as well. So it's quite a good one. It's because the rules are quite straightforward and simple, but then that adds a little bit of wackiness on top of it, which is pretty good.
I like that.
It is good. It's sold out quite fast. As soon as it
Yeah,
started-
it's like
it was.
at the train station. It's like a building like right near the train station.
It's sold out twice though, hasn't it? 'Cause
Oh, it's sold out, and then
then
the
it got
space
extra
opened up.
seat.
Oh, you got more seats or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sold out again.
Straight away, yeah, which is really good. So I'm looking forward to that. And then there's one a week later as well, isn't there? And
Yeah,
the
where's
Jubilee House in Derby. So I'm not sure what it's called. I just know it's a week before, a week after.
Oh wait, that's the
yeah,
one.
it's the
You know which one it is. It's the new one.
it's off Stores Road.
It's where me and Johnny have got our
Oh,
tournament.
Boards and Swords.
Boards and Swords,
Yeah.
yeah. It's the one where we've got our tournament.
Yeah, we're
as
doing
well.
a tournament later in the year.
Yeah, so we've not discussed our tournament yet. I don't know.
Well,
If yeah.
we briefly discussed some stupid idea.
Yeah, we were going to have a good day where it's just like a standard straight up tournament, and then a second day where it's going to be complete bullshit,
Yeah,
wasn't
we
it?
have the vanilla bowl and the bullshit bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like two 1-dayers.
Yeah, and then we do like a tag, like, cause it's usually a tag team thing that we usually do, isn't it? So we always go like a tag a player in. So you would tag I don't know, this is just the ideas we said, didn't we? So like you'll tag, right, I'm going to tag a chainsaw, so chainsaw will just run on a pitch, and then just fuck
Yeah,
off.
you just get like some kind of a secret
Yeah,
weapon
yeah.
for one
So you
turn.
for one turn. So you just go, right,
And
I'm
it's
going to
going to
tag in
be
a bomb.
like miniatures of us, isn't it?
Yeah. So we've got some miniatures
So
sculpted. So
basically, it'll get me as like a big dwarf with a great big
Chainsaw,
keg or something,
yeah.
just swinging it across the pitch.
Sloth the ogre.
So,
that is definitely what's got to be done to get a fucking Goonies sloth with a beard.
That'd
with a
be
fucking
amazing.
yeah, that has got to be done.
He's going to knock you out. Liam.
Oh
He's
no,
gonna-
I can
Alan's
see
gonna
it.
fucking knock you
I can
out.
see he's gone red and he's clenched his hands. Look, he's polishing his
Kiss,
knuckles.
kiss, bang, bang.
I know.
KO.
Don't worry, I'm protected. I've got a fucking you. He's got to get through you two first.
I am jumping out of the fucking way.
There's nothing here to go through.
The only protection you got is that broken nose of yours. That's it. That's the only thing between your brain and his fist. Or his foot. It depends.
Yeah,
Oh no, Alan's
he's-
you're quite the fighter though,
What?
aren't you?
Yeah.
You're quite the fighter.
trained a bit. Yeah,
Trained in Thailand and everything. It's like a proper good fighter.
Just hoof him in the nuts. Or put your hand on his
proper
forehead.
ninja.
Yeah, just like, "Alright, come on, Alan." That's what I do. It's Alan. Just cover his balls, and he calms down. It's like a button that you press, and he's like, "I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna." And then you cup him.
Crocodile Dundee.
Then he's like, "Oh, so sorry about that, Liam.
And
I'm
then
so
you,
sorry."
you have to towel your arm down.
Yeah, and then you start with a velvet blanket. That's why we
Like
walk
the-
around with velvet blankets in
The,
the
the
pocket.
bowling ball sling.
Yeah, no, come on, Alan. Come on. Starts kicking things again. Saw him before a tournament kicking a pillar. Then they're beginning a kickboxer. And he walks in. Alan's kicking a pillar.
Oh.
Oh, mate. Or eat. Or eat up.
Hey,
Oh, I'd love that. A Derby
Alan-
version of kickboxer starring
Alan's
Alan.
just wrapped his knuckles up and he's dipping his hands in bowls of glass. This is
Isn't it that film on Top Gun where he starts putting gummy bears? And I
a hot shot pot doing it. He's got like toffee and gummy bears.
Yeah, that's wicked. We should do that. We should do actually a halfling team, like a halfling style player doing that. Dipping his hands in
What,
like
Berserker
fucking
one?
yeah. We actually have. I can't really show too much of them at the minute, but I mean, you guys, what do you guys think as well of the new halflings?
Oh, I love them. They've got some character on them.
Yeah, they're nice.
Good. Have you seen the size of them and everything?
Only got the
have a
your
look.
first one.
Have a look.
scaled them
Yeah,
down a
open
bit.
and pack it and have a look. Because I got it. See, the one I sent was a 18mm one.
Yeah, before you chopped his ankles off.
Yeah. So there was an 20mm.
Which I did anyway, since I got him.
I
Like
did.
Cotton Hill.
Yeah. Chopped his ankles off.
Boy.
It's like misery. Break his lenses.
They're top machines,
Oh,
balls.
please do a Cotton Hill star player.
There you go. So, yeah, look at the size of them. They're a lot smaller. They're 16mm. So we shrunk them down. You've got yours, haven't you, Johnny?
I have.
Yeah. I think, to me, I'm really happy with the height. I wasn't happy with my first one, which is quite good, because then I understood it. And then if you got the new one, I'll give you one in a bit as well. If you get the new one, the ankles have been chopped off, so I've got it re-sculpted. So I've got the ankles chopped off, which you said was he's too big, and I was like, yeah, he is too big. So I did change that.
Because you should have been stubbier.
Yeah,
rather
yeah,
than-
exactly, yeah.
It's more D&D Hobbit type halfling.
I think that's what I was trying to do, because I was going for a bit of a D&D phase at that time as well.
Oh, yeah.
And now you're in your
That
Hero
thing.
Quest phase.
I am in my Hero Quest, which we've got on Friday, by the way. Have you played it before?
Only as a kid.
Good,
same here.
good. Really? Oh,
Yeah, about 2
fucking love it.
decades
Just
ago.
bought a copy of it, and we've had about 4 or 5 games of it now. Incredible. The mechanics are so easy as well. Like, It's just brilliant.
Okay, so is that the one with the you got the shield and the sword dice?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
so you got 2 different shields. So you roll the 2 dice, good shield, bad
I've still
shield.
got, what was it, a femur or something somewhere?
Oh, they're so good.
One of the
It's
main bad
wicked.
guys.
It's about 130 quid to buy.
A mate of
Like
mine
my name.
bought it for £1 in a charity shop about a
Car
couple of years
boots.
ago.
Wow.
He's went into a
£3.
charity shop and they had a full set for £1.
I got mine.
yoink.
I got mine off Allington Market years ago, £3 and it was still sealed.
Have you still got it?
Yeah, it's upstairs. I think it's still upstairs in my mum's loft.
It's 130 quid.
Funny.
Sealed, that's like unpunched. That's a fucking
Sealed?
fortune.
Yeah.
Upstairs?
It was.
Shut up. Well, you to open it now.
Oh yeah.
I was
yeah.
going to say,
Oh, it
fucking hell, that would
you're
be worth
talking
a fortune.
£20. It was 20 years ago when I got it. 25
Yeah,
years.
so that's how old it
whenever
is.
it is.
Everyone's copy was sealed when they bought it, Alan.
No. But I got mine off at a car boot at Allington Market,
Still sealed. So it
and
was
it was
stolen.
still sealed.
So it was stolen. But
So I
actually, as
didn't go
Allington
to, like,
Market,
Games Workshop or whatever.
Allington Market,
I got it
everything was
from Allington
stolen.
Market.
Right.
I think everything was stolen now. I used to get trainers from there. There's
So it was
15
all the dubious DVDs.
£15 pair of Nike Air Max, and they weren't like Bike Air Max,
Yeah,
or do you know what I mean, or Mike Air
Club
Dax. Yeah, Club Air.
Club Air.
It was literally a pair of Nike Air Max, brand new, and the guy used to go, he had a bunch of shit shoes on, and he'd go, "What you after, mate? Got any Nike Air Max?" Yeah, 15 quid. Cheers. Honest.
It makes me laugh with shit like that. There's a takeaway in Ripley where people used to drive up with a van and just sell nicked shit late at night.
Yeah, like the Ripley, that market thing. That's how.
Well, that's a proper market. But like
Yeah,
people used to just drive up to like this takeaway and be like, "Have a look in the van."
Really?
And one night I went home and my mate rang me up in the morning. He's like, "What did we do last night?" I was like, "I don't know why. You went for a kebab and I went home." He's like, "I just woke up. I got a blow up swimming pool in my room." Like half unpacked it and then fallen asleep. Not like a fucking paddling pool either. Like a full on, like, you got to put it in the garden.
What, metal frame and everything?
Like massive, just like this. Like,
Jesus Christ.
there's like
How'd you get it home?
It was just in this huge box. He must have just fucking dragged it back.
How far do you reckon he got into it before he went, "No, this is not a good idea"?
Yeah, I think he opened it, pulled the actual like body of it out, and then went like tarpaulin thing. He went, "No." Then just woke up in the morning, fucking covered by it. Went,
But
I'm
it
gonna give
happens
someone
in
a ring.
Ripley. Every time I go drinking Ripley, shit like that happens. Ripley's just a
Oh,
weird
man,
town,
yeah.
isn't it? It's a
It is-
really
it is
weird
odd.
town. It is, honestly.
one of my mates got pickpocketed there by a
Really?
couple of really skanky girls.
That sounds normal, actually, for Ripley, doesn't it? It's dead normal. But if you go down, if you went and it's snowing, you've got women in literally fuck all, haven't you? Walking around the streets. Yeah, it's one of them.
It's the
really,
Newcastle of the Midlands.
Yeah. The best way of
To be
putting
fair,
it.
I do quite like living in it because it's really nice and quiet. And if you go up on,
Oh, yeah,
and
where
if you
you
want
live.
to fight, it's only 2 minutes away. Just stand outside of a
See,
pub.
I'm
going, "Who wants
scared
it?"
where you live because Johnny lives like. in this
Oh,
really,
well, yeah, you actually turned up to my house. You're like, "Oh, mate."
It's horrible. I've always lived in the city centre, so I'm used to having cars, noise, police, whatever around. You go to Johnny's, it's
Yeah, it's dead silent.
and then you look outside, and he's just got these trees everywhere, and it's just this wood, isn't it,
Yeah,
or
it's just
whatever
like
it is
a
at the
cons-
back.
it's a big wood and it's a conservation area.
Yeah, and there's nothing
So
there.
you can't build on it
And then
or
it's like, so
anything.
someone could just walk up and stab you and just jump off in there. That's it, as quick and easy as that. And no one would ever catch you. And I'm just stood there going, "Johnny, you in? Johnny! Johnny!" Like, honestly, freaking me out. I heard someone in the bush there.
Literally, like the last thing I saw, he's go, like, spin round.
Well,
Like,
yeah, it's-
oh.
Oh, what is it? There's something in there. Probably is.
Cabin in the woods.
Yeah. It is so fucking weird. Like, I do freak out about it. But Ripley's got like that kind of like me. Do you know what I mean? The wonky fucking eyes and the cone heads, and they're all like big ears and shit that move and fucking dragging
yet
one
to-
arm on the floor.
It's not the hills have eyes.
It kind of is. It really is. Their bases, irons, golems give you, they're quite good. Mine kept bending. I tell you what, no, mine, they're really bizarre. They bend. So when I was playing them at the water bowl, mine were in the heat. They were bending and started like, they're like sitting there going, "Boing," and like they started waving.
Well, they,
Yeah, that's what they were doing. So my players started getting all lobbed and lopsided. So
Get the
in the
lob
end, I
on.
just gave up. I was like, "No, fucking not using them." Elastic bands. Can't go wrong with a bit of elastic
It's
bandage.
a good idea though when you got because you can put them in two different
Yeah, they
directions,
clip on.
can't you? Yeah,
They're really nice. They can clip on the bases as well. So yeah, they're slightly smaller than you think, aren't they?
I like them. They're like the first metal halfling size.
Yeah, yeah.
They're real
That's it.
nice.
The same as the GW ones. Third edition, I think.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Which
the ones
ones?
before that.
Oh.
Third edition are the ones with side-on's got like a Blitzer's helmet on.
Yeah,
one with
yeah.
Colander and a.
Oh yeah, yeah,
colander
yeah.
on. There's ones before that where he's got like a bulbous cauldron on his head.
Oh yeah,
There's
yeah. I
one
know
of
which
them.
one. Yeah, yeah.
They're about that size.
Cool.
They're like the second-hand dwarves. Whenever I pull them up, oh, we're playing halflings. You're in for a surprise, mate.
We really should have put him as a middle finger on that one. Not like that. It should be just
Which one's that? Oh, the one pointing.
pointed. That should have been a middle finger.
You have to be dead
that.
careful with the things like that. It's like if you do put a middle finger on, it's like people putting too much big boobs, or if you put. That's the thing with sculpting. It's like, have you seen that guy who's put
With the orc, with the
four
nips
tits?
on.
Yeah. He was like, do you like my model? I was like, no, look at
Has he
it.
not finished it yet?
No, it's like, and everyone's like, "Oh, you should be nice to them because they're creating something." No, you should be honest with them and tell them, "Don't create that. You're not going to sell anything. It's shit because it just looks stupid." And you've got four tits. It's going to cut. I bet you when it's done, people are just going to go, "That's okay. That's all right." He's got 3 likes. It's like just shut him down and let him fucking, learn from his mistakes.
You've
And
only
don't
got
fucking.
3 likes, you twat.
Do you know what I mean?
Check your
I
likes
don't know.
out.
Maybe I'm a bit of a.
tits and it has light.
If someone said to But I'd rather someone say to me, like someone said to me, when you're making these flings, the amount of people that want to give you your opinion on making model. I mean, I'm sure you had it with your slan.
Yeah.
Like going, I think you should change this, I think you should change this. And it's
No,
like,
you got
yeah.
to keep to what you want to do.
Yeah, you do. I mean, I listen to quite a lot you've said. I mean, if you
You're
do,
an
there
idiot.
is. But there is a mask. Like you want to. There is one up and coming. There is one with a mask. So there is.
Oh,
something.
right.
So we have listened. We do. I think listening to the fans is definitely a must, but to an extent. But if someone says to me, "Oh yeah, I think your halfling should have massive hands," I'd be like, fuck off. What do you mean massive hands and big bulbing eyes? And I like to see them with a shit hanging out the belly button. No. Then people don't ask that. Alan's like, oh man, that would be so good. It
It's
wouldn't.
like
But people
me.
do ask silly things like
I
that.
want
Like,
a star player on a scooter.
can you make their ears a bit bigger? In what perspective? Just like so they stick out, so they look to look goofier. No, I won't do that, and no one does
Can you
that.
give him book to? Let's say they look like the guy off the front of Mad Magazine.
Someone
Oh,
did
God,
actually
yeah.
say
Gapping his
that.
tooth
Someone
and
did
sticking
actually say
out
that. Honestly, some of the shit. What was the stuff that you got with your slang? Because it's good.
It was
fun.
weird. Like
People will get fixated on a design in their head. And they
Yeah.
wanna push it on what you're doing.
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
The weirdest one was that there was one guy who was like, "Well, this is the slang name I've got, and I really like these." And I was like, "Well, good for you."
Yeah, yeah.
Carry on then.
It's like, well, I'm doing these. If you've got a slang team that you like, you're not going to buy these anyway.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
who gives a shit what you think?
But that's it. No, it is. It
was
sounds
weird.
like you're
It's
being
like-
dead nasty, but you're not. You're just being honest with people, and you just like it is really weird, isn't it? Because it's in Blood
No,
Bowl,
there's
you've
a-
got to be kind of nice when you go. Oh, your
Yeah,
painting's
but
really good.
There is a
It's
line. It's
not.
like when people go up to someone in a pub and go, "You're a right fat bastard, aren't you?" I'm just showing what I think.
Yeah. When someone said to me, I'd be like, all right, cheers, mate. Do you know what I mean? I'd be like, okay.
You must have picked up a few gems within the ideas. Like, the odd one or two weeks ago.
We
Actually, we
did,
can't
but
put
it's because there's quite a lot of us designing them. You've got quite a lot of restrictions as well. Because I mean, Rick's quite set in his ways of what he's after, isn't he? But he's quite understanding of what I want as well. So we're quite good. But then, like Lucas wants what he wants, and then you've got what our sculptor wants, and then Alan's putting ideas out there, and then you've got all the fans asking stuff.
That's why it was a lot easier for me because it was basically just me and Pedro,
Yeah, you just go
and
straight
I was just
into
going,
it.
"This is what I had a design for pretty much everything,
Yeah, yeah.
and I stuck to it.
Which is good.
I didn't really take much on board from the community at all because I knew what I wanted.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was
Which is
like-
good. I think that's how you make teams. I
Yeah.
think you do need to an extent.
What was that expression? A camel is a horse made by committee. You know what I mean? And that's it. That's it. I always think of that. Where like, if we go, oh yeah, this guy likes big ears. All right, we'll give it big ears. This guy likes it with silly shoes. All right, we'll give it silly shoes. Like, oh fucking hell, these came out shit.
They're nice.
Do you actually like them?
Oh yeah, they're going to be replacing some of the generic Third Ed on the 100 Feet Heroes. I like mixing them up between different types.
Yeah, that's a good thing with halflings. You don't really have to.
Yeah, I've
You
got
can mess
a
about with them
Halfling,
a
was it? Shirt number 101, Val.
Okay.
He is a miniature I picked up. Some spot prize, I can't remember where. But he's basically a Halfling with Hannibal Lecter mask on.
The one you sent me. I've seen that one. The one.
Yeah, the picture.
Yeah, yeah.
I just white masked him. I don't know where I got him from, but I love having a good mix on.
Yeah, yeah. I think so. As a halfling player, you need to have. I mean, that's the cool thing. You can actually go, well, that's a fling or a fucking tree. If you can't work that out, you're an
both
idiot.
awful people. You got to have a massive fuck the barrier.
That's the tree, there's the halfling.
So, shall we ask Alan another question? So,
Yes.
will you have my kids? Will you have my kids? Sorry, no. I've got two. Will you have my kids, Alan?
No.
Why not?
Are they a reluctant
Literally.
parent who wants to get rid of them? Or do they want to
Well,
embroil kids?
you as well, Johnny. The
Oh,
same
no.
thing, and it was the same person as well. Johnny, have you lost a child?
Oh my dear.
Have you lost a child? No picture, no nothing, just a question. Have you lost a child, Johnny?
This is like a PPI claim.
I'm fucking telling you. I am telling you, when you go on Twitter and go on Facebook and have a look at the comments when I've asked the questions, you'll see some of the questions.
Have you lost a
Have you lost a child? So I was hoping that you go, oh yeah, I had a game. Oh yeah. Whoever put, Johnny, have you lost a child? I'm going to find out who it is.
Are we sure they're meaning like Sainsbury's? Like when
I found
the
one.
desk are doing that. We have
Has
a
anyone
lost
lost a
child.
child? Would it be dead funny though? If you just turn around and it was like your face perfectly with a beard and everything, just in a girl's uniform. They're like an Aphex twin. Just you looking at it and it's like, Johnny, have you seriously lost a child? Because this girl, and you're just like that. Hey.
Because your seed has gone somewhere.
Oh my god, that would be
it's firing all over the
so
place.
funny, yeah.
Hither and twither.
On Twitter. There you go. Chili. Chris Hill 51.
Oh, Chris Hill.
Replying. Could you ask J-Bone if he's lost to a child?
That's a very different question, Liam.
Right, so shall we wrap this up?
One word makes all the difference.
Oh
Somebody
my
teach him to
god.
read.
Fucking hell.
Oh dear me.
He did say earlier that he can't read.
Fucking
You
unbelievable.
thick
You
bastard.
you read it with your wonky sloth eye, didn't you?
No, yeah.
Told you he's a hack.
Shit. Oh, I'm never going to live that one down, am I? I shouldn't have said it. I should have just went, yeah, well smart, that chili. Well, dickhead. Okay, so for both of you two now, who is your favourite team to use? Book. And
I'll let Johnny go, because
yeah,
my
yeah.
answer's short.
like Alan.
That is a height, a height joke at my expense.
Yeah,
Went over your head.
he's not long for this podcast.
Come on, wake up, Alan. Do you want a coffee?
No, I'm good.
Are you sure, mate?
Yep.
Are you definitely sure?
Yep.
You look tired.
No, I'm
Do
fine.
you want a hug?
No, I'm all right.
You sure? I can give you a hug.
No, I'm okay.
I do good hugs.
I'm okay.
Okay. So who's your favourite team and why?
Just having a moment here.
As you know, I'm a big fan of dwarves.
You are,
but
yeah.
Dark elves are growing on me.
I know. How many times now? Because you usually talk. I think you talked about fucking everything, didn't you?
Yeah, I've got well over 100 NAF games with dwarves.
Jesus Christ. That's bad. That's not bad.
It is bad. It's an
It's
addiction.
bad or good. I don't know. I don't
Yeah, you
know
went
if
to
it's good
dwarf
or
rehab.
bad. And did you ever win a NAF tournament with dwarfs?
I've never won a NAF tournament.
No, never.
I've won a few tournaments, but none of them been NAF.
JB, you've never won a tournament?
Never won a NAF tournament.
Oh, no.
Never won
Yeah,
a
I've
NAF
won a few
tournament.
tournaments, but
That's
I've never
got to be
won a
your aim. I think if you won a NAF tournament, I think you'd quit Blood Bowl.
I've been on top table a lot of times,
Yeah.
playing for it, and it's just always been snatched away from me. Now, normally it's fucking itching my sack, just rolling tens. Bastard.
Hangover finally catches it.
Jesus Christ. No, just.
Definitely dwarfs.
Oh well, yeah. I do enjoy a good dwarf.
Do you want to change seats?
Only kidding, Alan. Only kidding. Puck, what's your favourite team?
Well, currently, obviously, it's Flings. But I did go through a phase of liking playing orcs a few times at tournaments.
So I do that as
Before
well.
I started off with lizardmen, then took ogres, the dime bar armadillos. I love that.
Bar armadillos.
Yeah.
Fucking bar armadillos. That's good.
He's not old enough to remember it.
I likes armadillos! Smooth on the inside, crunchy on the outside. Armadillos!
I'm
yeah,
old.
dime bar.
I'm old. This
yeah,
complexion,
you
his
should
complexion's just looked after. That's
good
all.
hair,
I've got a young
isn't
wife. That's what it is. That's why I look so young.
Armadillos.
Thick on
Crunchy
the
on the
outside,
outside,
thick
soft
on the
on the inside. I remember that.
Could you say that again, Alan?
What?
Soft on the inside.
Armadillos, hard on the outside, soft on the inside.
You're a bit thick, aren't you, sir?
Weird Irish accent for it. What? And also,
Armadillos.
Dime bars are harder on the inside than they are on the outside. The chocolate is softer than the fucking shit in the middle.
That's a good fucking point.
It is, yeah.
What they're talking about is a Cadbury's caramel.
So yeah, someone did actually ask Johnny, are you going to take?
Am I going to take?
There we go. Can you confirm, Johnny, will you man up and play Flings at Dungeon Ball? Can you man up?
Got the beard.
Can you fuck off? That's how I respond to that question. Fucking Flings.
Can they believe that? Can you man up?
I don't, right. No,
What is it? Is
I'm
it
not
the
on the
play
wrong
style?
podcast to go into my Flings rant, but
Go for
I
it.
can't stand them.
Can
I
you
can't
not?
stand the puns. I hate puns.
Okay.
I hate puns and the weird food thing about just crap jokes. It's just crap jokes, innit? And when people go, I've got halflings, so it don't matter if I lose because I'm going to lose anyway. Like, fuck off! Play to win or shut the fuck up.
Well, it kind of is. It's like I see it as in, if I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose. But if I win, I've got something over you forever.
Yeah.
And it kind of is.
The
And it's
thing
like
is,
you
we're playing
never
Blood
win.
Bowl, so the dice, you can just get diced.
You could get dice, and that's what
If you get
halflings
diced
need.
by halfling, you never hear the fucking end of
I've
it.
pitch
No,
cleared
no.
Norse twice in one game. With flicks.
Jesus.
That's what I mean. It makes grown people cry. I've killed someone by throwing a fling at him. I just went, oh, fuck it, I'll just throw my fling at you. Bosh, dead.
Well, in our game, in the Derby
That
League,
can go really bad.
I kept guys like 6 back, so I was like, you're just going to keep throwing. And you did. But you kept throwing them, and they kept landing on my guys and knocking them out. I was like,
wicked,
what the fuck
weren't
is
they?
going on?
Every turn I threw one at him.
You have to be careful. Like, I've done that, and I've thrown a halfling and knocked out the treeman downfield.
Jesus.
I've gone, yeah, aim for there, and it's just, it was like on the edge of the 3-space scatter you're going to get. Oh no, like a bloody magnet to the back of the head of the treeman. Gone.
But yeah, I think they need to be thrown. I think I'd like throwing them. I like smashing them to pieces. Like, shut up!
You want dirty
just
dirty
fucking throw
player.
it.
Oh yeah, dirty players are definite.
Yeah, dirty
Dirty
player.
player.
I've learned that mistake. Definitely dirty player.
I say if you're playing competitively with halflings.
So Johnny then like, fuck.
Sidestep is an annoying one. They get all those pushes.
Well, we were talking about this in the car on the way back from the war.
Side steps.
And diving tackle. I like
Diving tackle, yeah,
but
diving tackle. It didn't work for me last time. It's rare it happens.
The thing is, because people use diving tackle, they put them on people and they just
don't
get
have
blocked
to.
away.
When they're passing
Yeah,
past
you
innit?
got to put them in places where they're going to be getting past you. You know, you don't want to waste a
That gut
blitz.
runner's going to
on
go blah, 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 through your line. You
Yeah.
want to put him somewhere.
You don't want to waste a blitz on hitting a halfling. You want to.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
exactly. Yeah,
You put
Dauntless
your-
is fun.
Yeah, Dauntless is fun.
I've not
but
tried Dauntless yet. So
Oh,
I'm
it's
still
a-
new to
but
the
when you're
fling,
getting
so
when you're getting a
Dauntless-
double on a halfling, it's like it's block or it's guard or it's Dauntless. You're like, fucking. Ugh. That's, yeah.
Dauntless. I'm going to try it. The next one. I'm not going to take deep root at my next tournament as well. I'm going to take.
You're going to find you're going to suffer.
Yeah, you're gonna suffer. with that.
Yeah, I think so. But someone taught Christian, who was
I used to take
my.
Buggy and Willow.
Well, that's,
a lot.
yeah, a lot of people do, but people are taking it, and it's quite a lot as well. Taking
Willow has
Puggy and
daughters.
Cara. It's
Zara
gone
and
both-
Cara.
Zara, sorry, Zara. No,
Von
Carla,
Kill.
yeah, Carla, yeah.
Cara Von
Carla
Kill.
Von
Well,
Kill,
they're
yeah.
both basically
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same.
yeah.
But Games Workshop essentially replaced Zara.
I call her
with-
Zara, but I've.
Well, there's
Yeah,
two.
yeah.
Now, like the NAF allows Zara and Carla on the same team,
Oh, okay.
Sisters.
I
which
like
is
them
just
both
fucking
anyway.
stupid, if you ask me.
I don't mind.
Well, you will mind if you play against it. It's ridiculous.
But shit, yeah, because it's strength 4, edge 4.
It's Edge 3, I think.
So
Strength
got
4,
one.
but the block, dodge,
Stab and
dauntless, and stab. Zara has stakes,
Stakes.
but Carla's lost stakes. And Carla can't play for dwarves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's fine. I still got Zara. This is a stupid thing. I can still take Zara. Like,
Yeah.
Why'd you take the lesson?
in the Derby League, I put Carla in and I booted Zara out. But that's one thing the NAF haven't done. They haven't sort of ruled. They're like, yeah, we can have these stars, but they've not replaced the old ones. They've just put the new stars in. So there's like, you can have Glot Smash Rip Junior and Glot Smash Rip Senior.
Really?
Yeah. But if
Why
you've
have they
got,
not taken
cause
that?
Father and son tag team.
which is fine. I mean, you've got to put a lot of money in to
Yeah.
do it. But there's a lot of them where it's the same guy with slightly different skills. And basically, you can take essentially two guys who are the same style player,
Yeah.
but slightly different. And some of them are quite powerful. Like Zara and Carl, a lot of people have been taking that and just like going, "Oh, I've done really well with halflings." It's like,
that combination's really good. I mean, I know they took Puggy and I think it's Zara. Most people are taking, and then they're just taking those two, and they're actually doing really well. I think Merritt took Zara instead of Puggy. And he took Deep Root, and he got 2 wins at the Water Bowl. 2 wins, 2 draws, and 2 losses.
You're not guaranteed, though. It gives you a little bit more of an edge with halflings with those pair.
Yeah.
But it's not going to guarantee you a win on that.
absolutely not.
No, but it's just trying to get that, pick up the ball. Like, you can use your flings and just throw them at people or put them in block. Just use them to roll the dice. But that's what I've started learning with the flings is that, like, I'm using them as just cannon fodder for everything and then just controlling. Like, I've even stopped using D-Root as well. He just smashes things to pieces and hopefully, he's...
Break tackle's useful on your trolls.
Yeah, I saw that today, thinking break tackle would be really, really good. But then
I use it quite a bit.
Yeah, so that's something that I could.
They're going, I've tied up your tree. And whatever. Break tackle, go for it. Hello.
So that's it. But it is making people roll, isn't it?
Yeah.
Using flings is all about chefing them, making them roll, and then letting them roll, make them fuck up, make them dodge, pick up, whatever.
Was
you know
like
what I mean?
That,
just fucking it up.
game of my Dark Elves in the Derby League. You stole all my rerolls.
Yeah.
Like the entire game I had no rerolls. And it was just fucking brutal because you had like 7 rerolls both halves. It was stupid.
And the other team's prepped up, right, I've got these amount of rerolls, I can do this, and that, the other.
Well,
and I was just like, okay, I'm going to do a handoff to just go miles away, you can't get me. 1. And the ball drops and you're like, fuck off.
That's what was happening though, wasn't it? And it got really close at some point because I literally kept fucking up at the last spot, wasn't it? Every single time.
Well, you say that. The one that the closest you got, you picked up a halfling and you threw it, and it landed in the one space it could land in without landing in a tackle zone, and then he landed on his feet. Then you dodged a guy through a bunch of tackle zones, and then you dodged another guy and blitzed and did a 1 die to get a 5+ dodge into a 5+ pickup to then do the handoff. And I think you failed the handoff at the end, but it was a mad series of dice. But yeah, I mean, when you're playing with halflings, like, you can't play normal. Like, you've got to do some bullshit. It's like when you've got 4 elves left and you just go, right, I'm just going to do something fucking nuts.
I find that if you start thinking, fuck it, I'm not going to win, that's when Blood Bowl starts, to me. I think it's because I'm shit, maybe. But I do, like, sit there and go, fuck it, I'm going to lose, what's the point? And then I start playing and I start doing bullshit stuff and I really start winning, especially with halflings. Like, if you're just rolling bullshit all the time, you can smash people to pieces. And you see the frustration in people when you're doing bullshit.
Yeah.
And I think that's how it works.
Part of Blood Bowl is psychological. Like,
yeah, definitely.
The amount of times I've beaten someone because they've just lost their temper.
Yeah.
And just start doing stupid shit and you're like, okay, fine.
But I play on that. Do you know what I mean? If I know someone's getting frustrated, I purposely try and make them do it again. Because I know, proper crap, innit? It's like someone sitting there, that guy who's doing steroid farts. Can you remember that?
Where was that?
That was at the Bunker Bowl, and he was playing, and he had protein farts, and he's sitting there going, "I've just had a protein shake, so sorry about this, lads." And he stunk everything out by his farts, but everyone was sitting there going, I can't fucking stand these farts, and getting wound up with him, and everyone around him was losing because they could smell his farts. So he does
like,
it.
Fuck off.
Protein
That's the
farts.
worst thing about tournaments is just dirty bastards.
Yeah, some of them really do fucking smell, and they know who they are. And you're probably listening to this podcast going, sniffing your armpits, going, oh yeah, maybe.
Tournament with BO, and you're like, mate,
I know.
come on.
Especially, it's like, you do feel sorry for some of the guys, but it's like, come on, mate. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not hard to change your t-shirt.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean? And I do say to people, like, do you want to buy my deodorant, mate? Like, honest, I'm dead nice like that.
I'm dead nice like that.
Sorry, mate.
Here, mate, you fucking stink. But I'm nice like this, so I'm telling you.
Come on, Alan, you're quiet. Ask us a question.
Yeah, I think everybody in the Two Drunk Flings podcast wants to know what's your favourite cheese.
Cheese grommet.
It's a valid question. I think everybody wants to know what everyone's favourite cheese
We
is.
was having a dead good conversation about how halflings are bullshitty and tournaments, and then Alan was, Johnny, what's your favourite
I'll
cheese?
tell you what, at home, I've got a big block of Stilton waiting for me. Proper
Stilton's a
fucking
good choice.
stinking Stilton on a McVitie's digestive. That's it. That's where it's at. Have one of those with a nail.
Actually, that sounds quite nice.
That's a little treat. Little treat for Johnny.
Thanks for that, Johnny. Thanks for the question.
What about you?
My favourite cheese.
Yeah.
I'm a vegan.
Oh, cop out.
Just leave now. You might as well just go now,
What was
mate.
your favourite cheese when you
What
were
was
a
my
vegan?
favourite cheese?
Before you left humanity.
There's
That
always
one you
one.
get in a can.
Squeeze it, cheesy peas.
Then that one from America. You just fucking
that's
squirt
not
it
cheese.
in.
That's not proper cheese.
Oh my
cheese.
god!
It's
I would,
like-
if I could, I'd put it all over my face and just sit in bed
I'll
and
get you
just
some silicone
squirt.
seal
Oh
in it. It
my
tastes nice.
god!
I remember.
I'd feed that, you know.
I remember when I used to work at Sainsbury's and they sold this stuff and they called it like economy cheddar.
Right.
And they called it cheddar because they legally couldn't write cheese on it because it was so far removed from the cheese making process.
Really?
Literally didn't say cheese anywhere
Sounds
on the packaging.
beautiful.
It was fucking horrible. And that's
Love
the
it.
same stuff. It's basically that, but just pressurised.
Oh, it sounds so good. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. Like I could just sit there.
The fucking spray cheese bikini. It's like, oh.
Oh, I would love it. Definitely, yeah. So cheese in a can, mate. Cheese in a
Cheese
can.
It's not cheese.
I hope you're going to get something from these questions.
Yeah,
you know, I hope
yeah.
this is going to enjoy, like, get you into your
I
blood
mean,
bowl.
Stilton, yes. Cheese in a can, no.
Okay.
I'll be honest, Alan. You did bring it on yourself with that question. You're asking a vegan what his favourite cheese is.
What's
Well,
your favourite cheese?
I wish I'd not asked the question. I wish I'd asked the question. I wish I'd asked the question, but not included Liam because he's a vegan. I think he should just sit in the corner with his face towards the wall. In fact, turn around and face the wall.
No, he's putting his Muay Thai pants on again.
Well,
Sit round, quick, grab his balls. Quick, grab him, he's going to kick off.
vegan. You might as well just not eat.
Here's a can of air.
What did you have for breakfast this morning, Liam? I had a handful of gravel.
I went foraging outside in the bushes.
I had some cat litter.
No, I had a really nice breakfast this morning. I had malt bagels with vegan cheese, tomatoes, and grapefruit.
Malt bagel.
Malt
Is that-
bagel. I don't know. A malt bagel.
Have you noticed
Basically, it
he's
doesn't taste
forcing his agenda on everybody else? Because we mentioned in the last podcast that there was going to be absolute carnage if KFC ran out of chicken. Yeah. Guess what happened?
Called
KFC ran
it.
out.
Oh, yeah.
And it's all Liam's fault.
Did you predict it? Was it DHL deliver their chicken?
Yeah.
2 weeks into a contract. What chicken?
Yeah.
So what do they get delivered? Big Macs.
I don't know. I think everyone. I don't even know what's happening with it. I'm trying to stay away from it.
Somebody's going to get their head cut off for that.
The thing is, apparently, they're getting loads of calls where people are just going, "Where's my chicken?" Like, not even fucking kidding.
I honestly saw a news report where a woman went, "What am I going to eat now?"
Yeah. Have you seen
What
it?
the fuck?
There's pictures in Derby
Spray
with like
cheese.
loads of like KFC wrappers everywhere. Like, it's gone forever. Fuck off! Go to the fucking India next door. They do southern fried chicken. It's the same thing.
I was reading the paper at work the other day, and there was a bloke that had made 400 quid off selling 4 buckets of KFC.
Was you one of
Bought
the guys
them-
who
no, he bought
bought?
them for a tenner. It cost him 40 quid for the 4 buckets of KFC, and he'd sold them for £100 each on Facebook.
People are fucking stupid.
There was someone apparently that found a KFC meal in a hotel room and sold it for 30 quid on eBay.
Found it in a hotel room. How old was it?
I don't know.
This is all bullshit.
No, it
There's
was in-
no
it-
way. Someone's sat on eBay going, "A bookies, come on, love! Quick, get the takeaway."
Snipe it.
Exactly. There's no way. No way.
How long was? If it was a week-long auction, I would want to eat it.
No,
I
exactly.
found it in a
that's-
hotel room. I've been there a week. In a week, you can have it.
Yeah, I did take a few needles out of the middle of the box, but it's KFC.
Brushed up nice.
Exactly. No, that's just. I don't think that's right, Alan.
Well, I'm only telling you what I read in the paper.
I'm only telling you what I read on the internet.
Sorry. Just polish your balls. There is another question which I found quite interesting actually. Have you got, especially to you, Alan, have you got a weird thing that you do while playing Blood Bowl? Now I do, and when someone mentioned it, I went, I actually do. I sit and I've got dice. If you look, I've got dice underneath the table, and I sit there like stress balls with a pair of dice underneath the table.
D6 is
Like that.
not
Yeah,
I
you
do,
yeah,
yeah.
it's dice. You're not rubbing
It is
your
dice. I know
bollocks.
that other hand's held on there, like, yeah. Just rubbing the tip. Just,
Got you, boys.
yeah. So no, that is a weird thing that I do. I sit there rolling dice, and I do it all the time. Or I had to stop it, so I chew chewing gum.
Right.
But I was going,
Oh.
see? And people were doing that. I was like, yeah, sorry. and then go straight back down to the dice. But yeah, is there any a weird thing that any of you guys do?
I flipped my dice cup. Like, juggle my dice cup in my hand.
He does actually. Now you mention it, yeah, he does.
Like
He does. He goes,
catching it on his elbow,
He sits there like that.
Like cocktail.
balancing on his chin.
Yeah, fucking Tom Cruise.
You're there, Alan. Catch it on his middle finger. Yeah, spin
Double
it.
one.
Just spin it.
It's the most impressive one you've ever seen rolled.
Yeah.
Do it again.
I'm going to try and do that in the next game.
Please do
When I
it.
play on tabletop.
Like a
I'll flip
cocktail
my
shaker.
dice.
Do it. Who's you play next?
Danny Pegg on Tuesday.
Please do it.
I'll try.
You don't want any
Please
more
do
of your
it.
dice going behind the radiator, that's the thing.
Do you
No,
keep losing
yeah,
them?
true.
How do you get the dice around the radiator?
Ask
You
Johnny.
wanged it back there. He had this fucking dice and it come out of a Christmas cracker.
Yeah.
And it always rolled sixes against me. I slung it.
Takes it up. Takes it up. He goes, you're not playing with this dice anymore.
Was it
Boom.
those little ones? that
Little
you
tiny
think,
one. You know the little tiny ones.
me.
The one is like a great big like half of the die is the one. It's a great big fucking divot, and it kept going digga. Whoop, onto the stick. I'm like, you can see the fucking weight shifting in the bastard thing. I was like, fucking
I remember.
hell.
I told you off using them at the TT. Can you remember when you was playing me and the first one? Yeah, and you were just I was like, Alan, you can't use that, and it was doing that. It's like going, and it'll balance on it and go. You would see it. You could see the shift, but
I saw
Alan, you
it
can't
doing
use
about
it.
3 times in a row. I was like, oh, that thing is fucking. God.
There was that.
Should have brought a hobby vice.
Was it you who told me? It was at a tournament. There was a guy who was doing that with a dice cup, and every time he slammed it, he saw the dice and flicked the dice with the cup.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, but
it does annoy me when people
Do-do-do,
slam
bang,
the
and
dice
and
cup.
up, yeah, but
when
what
people
they're
slam the
doing-
dice cup and then they peek at the dice and go, ooh, and you're like, fuck off, mate.
Roll the dice, reveal it, get on with it.
Yeah.
But I can't remember who it was, but someone was saying that they were checking, like they were lifting the dice, and then they were leaving the cup there and then deciding what they were doing, and then as they were going, flicking the dice when they were taking the thing off, which is quite. So I go lift it, like you said, lift up your cup now, please, mate.
I mean, I've
How
done
weird's that? That's someone
everyone
was doing
with a dice cup has done that thing where they whack it down and then they pick it up and one of the dice gets flicked.
Yeah. But then you
peeking
go
at
by
it
that,
and
though,
looking
don't
at
you?
it and
Yeah.
not showing your opponent.
Because you get the dice
and then
stacked on
flicking
top of
it,
each other sometimes, and
Yeah.
you lift,
Yeah.
the rim knocks it. And it's
Yeah,
like, oh.
but you go by the one, even if that flips, I go by, oh, fuck, even though it was a 6, if it flipped over, I go, shit.
Yeah, that's-
I'd go by
sounds
that
like
one.
That guy's just a bit of a fucking
Yeah,
down.
it's weird, isn't it? That you could, but you could. I mean, if you
you
practiced it, if you stand it and then you looked and went, oh, and then you go, right, I need 6, and you flip it, and you go, oh.
Or if it's a double skull, whatever it lands on.
Yeah.
And
But
the
that's
di- and the
ridiculous,
cup
isn't it?
slam. Sitting 3 tables down and you're watching your miniatures leap. and
Oh,
you-
we've got those cups though, haven't we? We've got those. Is it the dissecto cups? Do you know that?
Lutece.
Yeah,
The Big Lutece cups.
They're fucking. You have to be careful slamming them, don't you?
Yeah, but they're not too
the
bad.
leather ones, 'cause you can stop.
But people, like I've played people where they like drive it into the table and I have to reset my miniatures every turn. I was playing a French guy a while ago, and he was like, he was basically like,
Those fucking.
he's essentially like punching the table, just punching the table with it. And he actually had like a cushioned thing because he must damage his dice cup. I was playing a guy at the European, and someone next to me slammed the dice cup so hard it broke, and a bit of plastic hit me in the face. And I was like, and I turned around and went, "Do you want to fucking calm down, mate?" And literally, a bit of plastic stuck in my beard. Like a bit pinged off my eye, another bit stuck in my beard, and I pulled this bit of plastic out of my beard and went, "Do you want to fucking calm down, mate?"
That would have been so funny. I would have cried, and then you would have went, "You bastard!" Throw it out, throw a dice cup at him.
Mate, yeah, that's the
I
thing
would
that
have
annoys me.
laughed. I do find that dead
Paul,
funny.
you do a funny thing.
Apart from flings? No, not what I'm aware of.
Everyone's got like a weird thing. I think it's like picking your
The,
nose.
the dice thing, I think, is a common one.
Yeah.
I think I've got the
Picking
dice where I'm just in front of me, and while he's or whoever's playing their thing, I'm just like rolling the dice one on top of each other on the board. You know, like you do with the poker chips, where you stack and you're just rolling one on top of the other. It's kind of like with the dice.
It's weird, though, isn't it? That everyone's got a weird.
that's the only thing I can
little
think of.
thing.
The only thing I've got, it isn't habitual though. It's for a reason.
I'm waiting for
I'm
it.
just waiting for it.
Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Keep waiting.
Right. So
I pull my foreskin back and slip the finger right.
and then I just fire a dice out of it.
Is it a 6?
Like in Thailand with the ping pong balls, I'm just going 3 die block.
And next on
It's
Britain's
just your
Got
actions.
Talent,
You're just like
Just jam them all in.
that. Just got a fucking big block. Alan, hold that. So
Yeah, windmill.
Just grab it, Alan.
Do you use a dice cup? Kinda. Definitely put a not safe for work on this one.
Yeah, so I have loads of dice in front, loads of D6 in front of me, right? Why have you got so many dice? It's because the number of times I've rolled a set of dice.
They betray you, don't they?
Fuck up. I'm going to get through this. I roll a set of dice, and I go, okay, 9, pick them up, roll them again, and block goes, that one to 9. And I go, it was a 5 and a 4. Then they go, no, it was 2 4s. And I go, no, it wasn't, it was 9, mate. No, it wasn't. You only matched his armour. And you're like, now, literally, I roll it, pick up the dice, put them on the board, pick up another set of dice. And I do that. So people, so I can go, there's what I rolled.
Oh, you got
because
the sequence of what
yeah,
you've done, yeah.
Okay.
So you can see the sequence, and if they go, I wasn't paying attention, go, well, pay attention. That's what happened, mate.
That's good. That's a really good idea.
And that's why I
wondered why
do
you did
that.
because
Yeah.
I have seen that. And I was
Because
like,
the number
what
of
is he
times I've
fucking
rolled it,
doing?
and they go, oh, you didn't roll for the handoff, and I go, yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did.
Dodge, handoff, and I do it like that.
That's a good idea, actually.
And
Yeah, it is quite a good idea. It looks it's quite easy to do as well, isn't it? I've seen you actually set them out in colour.
yeah, I just go.
I just thought you had like an OCD or something.
I do have that as well.
You just put them on your end zone, don't you?
I had a phone case that was like Lego, and it had these things on the back of it you could stick to it. And it was mainly because you could stick lenses on it, and you could have like zoom lenses and fisheye lenses and all these different effects. And I had this thing, and mainly Joe Manji would take my phone, pull the things off, and then put them back in a different position to piss me off. He used to do it all the time.
Good idea.
And I was like, for fuck's fucking, oh. And he'd be like, does that annoy you, Johnny? Does that annoy you? And I'm like, yeah, you know it annoys me. And he's like, oh. And then I'd turn and grab my beer and he'd just pull it off and stick it back on a different place. Good job.
Go on then, here's one for you, Pug. What is the recipe? This is again from Rick from Iron Golems. What is the recipe for the golden pie?
There is none.
There is no.
I ain't got that far in the detail.
That sounds.
I find this really weird. It's
That
like you've got
sounds dubious.
all weird halfling questions. You've just your questions, Alan,
I
are just
just don't
fucked
know where
up.
they have
How
come
deep
from.
is your fucking belly button?
Yeah.
Show me your belly button. Whoa!
Is that the wind blowing over it?
That much.
Did you
You've seen The Last Jedi, haven't you?
Is that the one without the fingernail? Is that the one without the fingernail you're putting in?
No, that one's the one without the
Yeah. You've seen The Last Jedi, haven't it?
Yeah.
You know, with the
I was thinking more the advert, Belly's gonna get you.
Oh, I bet you've heard that before.
Yep. That was when I was 17 stone, and I'm not 17 stone.
Was you
anymore.
17 stone?
Yeah, I was 17 stone 3, my heaviest.
How big are you now?
15,
15 stone. And how tall are you?
5'5".
3 stone a foot.
5'5". I weigh less than you, and I'm 6'1", and I'm 49.
My lightest, I was 11 stone.
Jesus, you would have been massive.
I was big.
Like a Buddha.
Yeah. I'll post a picture on
Yeah.
the Two Drunk Flings page later
Yeah.
today.
Okay.
And then I'll.
Do you look like
see.
Buddha?
I'll show you the picture. You just wait and see the picture.
It's in widescreen.
You wait and see the picture.
So, Alan, what are you going to be, when you're taking halflings, what are you looking forward to?
Just crazy dice bullshit.
Crazy dice bullshit.
Yeah.
What do you mean by crazy dice bullshit?
I'm just gonna pass.
You tree, man. I can't wait to see Alan play a game of halflings, you know. I've got a sneaky feeling that you're going to smash it to pieces and like you're just going to win all the time. I'm just going to throw this
Move on,
guy
Matt.
here. Yeah, I've just got a sneaky feeling you're going to absolutely dominate it. What do you think? Johnny's just like going, why am I here? What am I listening
Stop
to?
looking at me.
why am I fucking sat listening to this?
I just hope he learns the rules for authority.
I explained to Johnny,
You're gonna do it,
right.
and then you're going to go, there we go, I've landed. And then your opponent's going to go, no, you didn't.
As I explained to Johnny that you've not read the rules, have you? You've kind of looked at it and went,
Yeah.
but you're not really.
Remember Timber?
Yeah, you have to use a team reroll for that, don't you?
No,
No.
That's piling on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we've got plenty of time to read the rules.
Why don't you do it then?
You do need to read the
Probably
rules.
read them on the way to Stoke.
So they're fresh.
Need to brush up on them.
Yeah.
Tell you what I did. Do you know what I did to learn Blood Bowl? Seriously, right? Every time I went for a poo, I had the rule book and the toilet. You know, our blokes, I don't know if they have pornos or what, I don't know. Someone said, "You've got a Blood Bowl rule book, or you porn?" Really? Fuck off, I've got a fucking Blood Bowl.
How do
So I
you
sat
pee?
there, this what?
How do you pee?
He said when I went for a poo.
No, but if you've got wherever there is poo, there is wee. But
Wherever there's poo, there's way.
Wise words.
Wise words, yeah.
if you've got porn, then surely you're pointing up.
No, not if you're going for a number 4.
What is a number 4? Oh, what's
That's
number
it.
4?
That's a poo and a wank at the same time.
That's some concentration.
I've done that many a time. I'm that good at
I've been
that.
sitting there looking at the halfling rules and going,
Yeah. Oh, that corner picture's quite good.
Talking of wood.
Female out.
look at Zara, look at the stats on Zara.
By the way, Mike, actually, because Mike is new to Blood Bowl, by the way. So Mike's only had one tournament. You played 4 games? 5 games?
Ever.
5 games.
5 games
Yeah.
ever.
Played friendly at the DVBL.
I'm not friendly, yes. Was that one of the games as well? So
Yeah,
6
yeah. So it was a half game against you, or a full game against you, a game against DBBL, and then 3 at the tournament.
Have you made him cry yet?
Not yet.
Yeah.
I will do, though. Definitely.
That tournament where it just fucks up. Like here.
Yeah. I've been to a
Take your dice
tournament.
and just lob
And
them
you
in.
just want to go home. Like it was the Bunker Bowl. That was my worst one where I got my spoon. I hated every minute of it. I was dwarves. I lost 3-1 to Flings. I got absolutely fucking
I don't know what
flattened.
happened in that one.
Oh, it was so weird. And I think it's like I shouldn't have come last. Pete should have come last, but I didn't count all my casualties. I only did it up to 3. So I was like, you can only get 3 points for it.
Oh,
So-
Jesus, Pete.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
he
I
went
only
to that one, didn't he?
Yeah, he did really shit and all.
That's always a weird one with tournaments, though, because the way, you know, when people get the casualty award, you're like, you've been counting failed dodges and fucking failed go for it and all
Yeah,
sorts
you
in
got to
that
be
thing.
like, you think you're doing well, you go, oh, I got 19, and then somebody got like 32. It's like, what?
Yeah, you know.
The closest person's got 26.
Yeah.
Like, what?
So there's a lot of times when someone gets most casualties and you're like, yeah, that's not right.
Then I realised that person that's actually won has actually played me and wiped out my team. But there you go.
So we are actually going to get to the end, guys.
What?
I know. How long do yours last?
3 hours, 4 hours.
Yeah,
so
well,
right.
it depends.
Jesus.
Last one was about 2 hours. One before that was about 3 hours 20 minutes. It's a saga.
It's a saga.
I think we might be getting shut down after
Mate, I know. I tell you what, I can't even remember what we talked about except for you pulling your foreskin back, shooting dice out your bell end. Alan's depth of his belly button. We did get a bit of Blood Bowl in there, didn't we? I think we got a bit of a half.
About 10%. I think.
10%. That's doing well,
We
actually.
did more on
It's not
Ripley than we
bad.
did on Blood Bowl.
Yeah, I was really enjoying the Ripley thing though. Like, I really enjoy it. Ripley's a wicked place. We should do the tournament in Ripley.
To be fair, we'd probably find a decent venue.
If you could find a really good venue
Cheap.
in Ripley, I think we should.
A
There's a
Rippo
train
Bowl.
station. There's a train station not far. Into the city
Alfred.
centre. There's just little lads and mopeds and then old women. That's all there is, isn't there?
Alan just doing ferrying from Alfreton Station on his moped.
On a scooter, innit?
Hey, up, one lift.
Imagine it.
Oh, there's 3 of you. I'll be back in a minute.
I feel like one of the
Get his sidecar.
twins from that animated bit in Moonwalker.
Honestly, I'd love to see you two turn up to a tournament like Dumb and Dumber on.
I think we should do that.
You frozen snot in your face.
Just me holding on to the back.
Which one will lick
that?
the lamppost, though?
I definitely would love that. But anyway, so we just want to say thank you to, obviously, you two guys for coming on. Thanks, Johnny, and thanks, Pug, for being brilliant. Honestly, thank you so much. We have got quite a lot to say thank you. I mean, me and Johnny have got a tournament to look out for, which is September. I have got it written down. September the 15th and the 16th. It's going to be in Derby.
Barbados.
Barbados. Or
Barbados
maybe
one.
Ripley, and we might have Alan on security.
Taxi.
That would be so good. Are they, lads?
Hey up, lads.
Finger in the belly button. Can I show you how lads? Just to freak people out a little bit. Welcome to Ripley.
spraying a little bit of belly button sweat on him.
Do you reckon he can fire dice out of his belly button?
Oh, yeah. Do you reckon you could
that'd be a
fit?
trick.
Shall we try it?
That would be more family
Do I-
friendly.
I should have a dice in my front room. But I don't.
Is the one behind the radio?
Bad. Yeah. Strapped to my chair. Don't worry, lads. Don't worry. Got one here. But no, thank you so much. Honestly, thank you. But check out our tournament as well. Me and Pug are actually going to be working together to do a competition to win the Snotling. So keep following us on Facebook and Twitter. You'll be able to win a whole team, and there's going to be a big competition on that.
Well, wasn't there a painting competition?
There is a painting competition. So, yeah, there was only 2 participants that came through. I will show you the pictures in a minute so you can pick who you think was the winner. Big shout out to Duncan at the LBBL. This is the Leicester Blood Bowl League. We are now the sponsors of the LBBL League because Roll Jordan's dropped out, so we have actually replaced Roll Jordan. So we're going to be giving away some goodies for the Leicester Blood Bowl League at the end of this season, so you will be able to get it. You will be getting do you know that artwork you did for me? It's going to be turned into a golden ticket. So when people get a golden ticket, you're going to get a T-shirt from us. So like a Gilly Wonka golden ticket, you get a T-shirt. Sweet. So we've got to get Alan dressed up as
a outfit.
Gilly Wonka.
Like a purple waistcoat and a top hat.
Or an Oompa Loompa one. You'd like half a lot. Don't know, like a Two-Face Oompa Loompa Wonka
him
thing.
as a little Gilly Wonka, and you as a massive Oompa Loompa.
I think I'd do that. I'm fucking well game for that. So this is it. We've got loads of costumes. We've got a Superman T-shirt I can wear, some braces, dye my hair blonde so I can go sloth and you can get your belly out and shuffle. Mate, we've got our tournament set up for the next year for our costumes. A big shout out to the Derby Blood Bowl League again, which is run by Johnny. I don't know if you want to say a few words.
Yeah, Derby Blood Bowl League every Tuesday night in the Smithfield pub in Derby City Centre. Friendly league, we have pretty much at least 20 guys every season now, 2 divisions of 10.
Yeah, me and Alan are there as well.
Yeah, it's been going for years. We're in season 7 now, going strong. We have our own Derby-only star players and miniatures and all sorts of freebies and stuff.
It's a great league. It is a really, really good league. And you've done really well. Yeah, I remember when you first started. So, yeah, to get where you are now, it's fantastic. It's a really big league and it's good. I think it's the best in the Midlands. I think it does beat the LBBL.
Dunk will run in. Duncan was in the Derby League before he started the Leicester League.
Stole all your ideas, didn't he? And then
I just think of the Leicester League as like a spin-off, like Frasier is the Cheers. You know what I mean? Yeah, and also listen to the Double Scores podcast.
Of course,
very fanish podcast.
Born and bred from Ripley. But yeah, no, Double Scores podcast is brilliant. It is the first podcast I listened to actually as well. So yeah, it got me into wanting to be a podcaster. So, but really good.
Your fault.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. A big thank you to Andy Davo who does the Twitch TV games. I mean, he's on every Friday night now. I think he's doing quite regular, isn't he? Friday nights and Saturday nights. I think he teams up with Gavin Coleman as well from UK BBL. So big shout out to those guys. We've got Stavros, who's the Miniature Tales. He's actually got some free time to do some work. So if anybody needs any sculpts for tournaments, for models, I know me and Johnny are getting 2 from him for our tournament as well. He'll also get involved with the casting as well, so he knows casters in Greece, so it works out quite cheap. So just let me know, or you'll find Stavros on our site and, you can get some models from him. Big thank you to Iron Golems again, to Rick and Lucas for, sponsoring the Water Bowl for us and sponsoring the podcast, creating a team. I mean, they've done brilliant with us and working together. So it's an absolute honour to work with Rick and Lucas. Chaz Palmer as well, who's, Chaz as well. We can tell some good stories about Chaz, who's, again, we're going to be...
Speed Kings days.
Yeah, Speed Kings.
The other Speed Kings. The Kings of Speed.
Well, he's going to be doing some plug-in for the podcast as well, so that's going to be quite good. So yeah, he's going to be doing that. I mean, you're going to be putting some music on us. Yeah, you can put some more on, aren't you?
Absolute fucking mentalist.
He is. And he's going to be doing a Blood Bowl single. That I'm not even kidding. He's going to be doing a Blood Bowl single. I'm like, Chaz, that'll go down so well. I was like, I'll completely plug the shit out of that for you. So he's going to do a Blood Bowl single because it's apparently getting hits from the podcast and stuff.
He was plugging episode 2 yesterday.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, I replied to him.
So
yeah, it's good. He seems to be really happy. He was like, if someone had told me when I was young that I'd be listening to a Blood Bowl radio station with my music on it, I'd have been blown away.
Yeah, no, it is really weird. It's like, because he sat there and he went, you play Blood Bowl? I was like, how do you know that? And he went, I had a little NAF badge on my bag, and he went, you play Blood Bowl? I'm a Chaos All-Stars fan. It's like, you haven't played in years, you twat. You ain't no Blood Bowler. But he was like, no, I haven't played for years. But yeah, he's actually a big Blood Bowl player. And if you listen to some of his songs, he's actually like loads of references about Blood Bowl and Games Switch. Have a
Really?
listen. Yeah, have a listen. Honestly, have a listen. It's just like loads of
Oh, you got to link that one.
Yeah, honestly, I would. It's a good album. It's a
That's a
really good
fucking-
album.
Oh no, it's a cracking
It is
album.
the best fucking name for an album.
American Smile, British Teeth. Yeah,
It's fucking
It
brilliant.
is absolutely
But
amazing.
in one of the songs, he manages to get the lyric methylene deoxymethamphetamine.
Did he say methylene deoxymethamphetamine?
That's one line. And I'm like,
Say that again.
methylene deoxymethamphetamine.
Wow. So yeah, I mean,
It's-
if you can get that in the song.
I think it's, they call me A-Bomb.
So yeah, but I might actually get him on here. See if we can get him to sing
Oh,
it.
yeah,
When he gets his song done, we'll try and get him interviewed and get him on here because that'd be quite funny actually. Except he might get fucking naked again.
Yeah.
He's got a tendency to get naked. He just gets naked. Yeah, he's got a tendency to do that, hasn't he? He's got naked and went on stage at Reading when Ice-T was playing, and like in a horse costume, I think actually.
Pantomime horse costume walk behind.
Yeah. Yeah, he pissed him off.
And in the finest quality
Oh
production.
no, so yeah, he's got that album. I mean, you can download. But he's also doing, which you might be interested, a documentary on. Can you remember?
Yeah, I've
Obviously,
seen that he's
us
doing
growing
it,
up.
yeah.
I mean, because you've grown up in the Derby scene and me growing up like in the punk, ska and whatever scene. He's doing a documentary all about it.
Yeah.
And it was quite big in Derby. It was big.
yeah.
It was huge. It was so good.
Whenever you
And
get a
those-
light year gig in Derby, it's just fucking
packed out. Sold out straight away as well. It's every single time. They're good gigs. They're really good gigs. And I mean, even at his age, I mean, he still looks quite good. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because you expect them to be like quite old, like with a wash basin and stuff, just sitting there. But
I used to
no,
go to
it's
college with Craig from Lightyear. Craig Winterbottom.
Oh yeah, he's the trumpet
Yeah.
player. I think. Yeah. Thanks for that. I did that on purpose, sorry mate. But no, yeah, I know Craig as well.
He's only had like 3 bits of input, and every single time you've just gone, all right. Cheese, fuck off.
Oh, I love that.
Stand fair for Liam.
Favourite cheese. I love that. I think that's brilliant. Alan, give us one question. What's your favourite cheese? I love it.
Mr. Vegan.
Yeah, you're vegan. What's your...
You're getting round-ass kicked in a minute.
I know, I can see it. I'm trying to get him to stand up. As soon as he does, I'll calm down.
I did go to a restaurant once. It was funny because it was a barbecue restaurant in Nottingham, and the front of house staff was vegetarian. I just thought that was
What's
really
it taste
funny.
like?
And it's like, oh, she was saying that she had a customer and goes, oh, what can you recommend on the menu? And she goes, well, I'm vegetarian, so like
mashed
cheese
potatoes.
balls or the mac and cheese.
That is dead shit. Well, I wouldn't even bother going. Well, I wouldn't anyway. What's the fucking point for me going? Can I have your chips?
Watch people eat properly.
Just like,
Any soil.
you just stand outside licking the rain off the window.
Looking rain off.
Free range.
I love this anger you've got towards vegans. Did you used to like go out with a vegan or something, or
No, I just
Just wrong, isn't it?
can't understand why vegans exist, to be honest. Just
Didn't
if
you
you
say
don't eat,
that- that
you just
anger?
don't eat meat. It's just you don't eat anything to do with animals.
yeah,
Why?
I don't know.
Do you know plants scream when you pick them?
Plants scream.
Yeah,
What
vegetables.
do you mean
and plants.
fucking plants
Have you ever
scream?
pulled a carrot out of the ground?
They
Yeah.
scream.
Put that back in. Not ready.
Harry
It's
Potter.
not ready.
It's like,
You know when you
Not
turn,
ready, yeah.
you know when you decided you were a vegan, did you start listening to Morrissey as well?
Pop genius.
You see,
Yeah.
this is Alan getting revenge for the last hour and a half.
Go on, Alan.
Did I
Let
start
it
listening
go.
to Morrissey? Yeah, come on. What else?
You went full Brexit.
Did you go
Just
full
start
Brexit?
swinging
Brexit
a
was
bouquet of flowers around as well as you were listening to Morrissey. What?
I would go out tonight.
That's what you do, isn't it? You just sit in a dark room listening to Morrissey, thinking about all the meat you could eat.
Is that what you think veganism is?
Cry wanking into a lattice.
Be dripping.
I just love a bit of beef dripping.
Yeah, that's exactly how it goes.
Yeah, I
I've
thought so.
painted a room upstairs black.
Yeah.
and I look at pictures of steaks and smell cheese.
It's got to be,
Vegan black.
vegan black.
And all my shoes
have colour.
all my shoes are made out of paper and
Hemp.
straw and hemp. Yeah, it's not about the animals. It's
He's
about.
wearing leather shoes. No, he's not wearing leather
I'm
shoes.
actually making. Oh, I'm actually wearing like vegan shoes. Not even on purpose.
Canvas.
No, and they're made of like hay and straw and
Yeah, they
string.
look like a medieval peasant shoes.
Romans built better than that.
It's a Derby farmer. What do you
I
expect?
don't fucking help myself at all, do I? Honestly. Johnny, you lost a child. Fucking vegan joke. I hear it all day, mate, honestly. Someone went, here you go, I got you a burger, and he just gave me a plate. It's a fucking plate, nothing on it.
They didn't even give you the bread.
Yeah,
just
bread
nothing.
with a bit of lettuce
Nothing.
in it.
Just nothing. They go, oh, I've got a vegan lasagna for you. I'll give you the recipe. Lettuce. And then I was like, oh, well, okay, smart ass. How do you cook it? And I went, well, you put the lettuce on the plate, then you put the layer of lettuce on the plate, then you put the cheese sauce, which is replaced by lettuce, on the lettuce, and you got lettuce lasagna.
And then chuck it in the bin and throw yourself out a window because you're a vegan.
I know, he's getting angry with a red face as well. Look. I didn't know it really got on your nerves that much. Does it really get on your nerves that much? Like that?
You're a vegan.
Yeah.
What would you do if you'd eat meat now after not eating meat for so long? What would it do?
How long has it been?
6 months, about 6, 7
so
months.
it's not been that long.
Yeah. So 6, 7 months. So
So side effects ain't kicked in yet.
no, it's all
You
right.
haven't got any of your vegan powers yet.
No, nearly. I'm actually, I do hover up the stairs. Oh. I do hover, and my shits don't stink anymore. That's a new one.
That's a fucking lie.
I'm sitting there going like that, oh, and my missus walks in and it's like, she doesn't even look. She used to walk in and go, you dirty bastard.
Just walks in while you're
yeah.
shitting.
Yeah. Does your missus not?
No,
Do you
I lock the fucking door.
Yeah. Oh, I don't. I'm one of those guys who keeps it open. Can you get me some more roll? I'm fucking common, aren't I? Like, I'm one of those guys.
Gives a wipe, love.
You know what I mean? Put the paper under my arm. All right, going upstairs for half an hour. Everyone knows exactly
Oh,
what you
look,
mean.
grab another bog roll. I think this is a two-man job.
Can you bring a coat hanger and all? That's what I mean.
Chop it up.
That's it. I need to get round the Yule bend. It's blocked. Yeah, that's me.
Dear God,
no.
what have we become?
I know, so it doesn't smell anymore. She walks in and she doesn't even notice. So that's my power. I think that's what I've got out of veganism, non-smelly shits. Which is good. I think that's quite... I'd rather have that than flying.
Say what?
Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm never going to start this veganism and like, am I?
Nope.
I'll try that.
Alan's face.
He's getting fucking wild.
Oh, we need a photo of Alan's face to put up on the Facebook page. 'Cause
Definitely.
I've never seen someone so angry.
I know.
He's gonna do a selfie.
Calm down, Alan. You need to put his phone right through his phone then, doesn't he? Can you hear him huffing and puffing?
That was that bad. I was shaking with anger. I've got to take another one. There you go.
He's just throwing his phone across the room.
Jesus Christ. Right, anyway, so again, thank you two for coming. It's actually been brilliant. It's
been a laugh.
Thank you
It's
so
been a
much.
fucking ordeal, is what it's been.
You're going to go home now and put some dice back in your foreskin.
Go for a number 4.
I'm in a fucking number 4. You get a number 4 on your back now. That's what you're going to get. But yeah, I mean, if you guys check out, I mean, there is the Fling Nation that's actually being ran at the moment with the 100 Feet Heroes.
That was accidental.
Yeah, but it's
meant to be
good.
separate, wasn't it?
It's actually really good. But what you should do is try and make it a bit private. And so you need to earn
I'm thinking
your way
of that.
into
There
the
were
Fling
some,
Nation.
like, you got to play that much or you've got to do
I think
so
you should
much.
do it. I think you should go. If someone goes, I just came 13th in a tournament with Flings, and out of what, 50? Yep. Welcome to the Fling Nation, mate.
Yeah, well
and it's
done.
like you've earned your
Respect.
stripes. There you go. There's a thing on it's the Fling Nation. What is it? The Order of the Golden Pie. I
Yeah,
think that's
Order
what
of
it
the Golden
is.
Pie.
Yeah.
That
it's a
does
big-
sound like a horrible sex movie.
Yeah,
It
you would
is.
hate it. Johnny hates cheesy stuff.
Vegans need not to
I just want to say as well, a massive thank you to Ollie and Alex for running the water bowl and the shovel bowl, letting us record in You know, I've had such a good time those 2 weekends. Like, they were so good. Water bowls, what a tournament that is.
Yeah.
And Alex runs a perfect.
Yeah.
That's a perfect tournament. It is ran.
Even like down to
beautiful.
like arranging the food and stuff like
Everything.
that.
It's a
fucking
perfect
brilliant.
tournament, isn't it? There's no faffing. You know where you are. You
Yeah.
know exactly. It timed. It was lovely.
And Element Games is a really nice venue now.
Yeah, it's
The
fantastic,
Northwest Gaming
isn't it?
Centre's really
I
nice
didn't
now.
realise how good it was.
Yeah,
But yeah,
it used to be really rough. It used to be it was so cold you could see your own breath.
really.
Like I remember I played a game against JTY's Mrs. Ruthie, and every turn we went, the gloves are off. Because we literally had to take our gloves off to play the game because it was that cold. If you didn't put your gloves on, you wouldn't be able to feel your fingers. You'd be like,
Jesus,
it was
Christ.
horrible. Yeah.
We did that at Sanctuary.
Sanctuary, I was just about to mention
That was the
Sanctuary.
worst. I had to get Steve Cross. I was like, "Where are you going home? Yeah, can you bring me 2 coats?" two coats. I was freezing.
Not bad.
It was
Well,
horrible.
I've been in there before, but I
I was
it must
literally
have
going.
been like summer or something.
I was going like that, and I was shaking.
So I didn't
Like,
go to that
I couldn't
one,
stop. It was horrible.
We're buying tea and coffee after
I didn't know.
every
in the
no
winter, yeah.
heating.
It's a church with
I've
no
only
heating.
been there, I think, in the summer.
It's horrible. It was
The lighting is
worst.
the problem I find with that place.
It was a really bizarre place. It's in a church. What can you do
I
in
think
a
the bloke who
church?
runs it got a bit arsy with me because I was sitting going, "Oh, lighting's not very good."
Oh, you're one of those naff boys,
I'd hate to play Necromunda.
One
in
up
here.
an honor
I
and
didn't
you're
see
on.
anything. And the bloke was sitting behind me. And he's like, I was like, "Oh fucking, I'm not coming back here then."
It is a bizarre place, isn't it, Sanctuary? But a big thank you, actually, to America Anything But a One podcast. I had loads of fun with him at the Water Bowl, talking about Flings and, you know, going through. I listened to their podcast as well. It's a pretty good podcast. I think you had an appearance on there once as well.
I did, yeah. I was on the NAF episode.
Yeah.
Merrick. we had a bit of a weird joke on the Friday night with Merrick because I can't remember who it was who said he's just a shit J-Bone. I don't know if I should have said that because we were joking about it and I was like, oh, that's really harsh.
No, it's honest.
He's a lovely bloke.
Yeah. It's a centaur with 4 tits. That's when you need to be honest.
Yeah, if you got a centaur with 4 tits, speak out.
Just say no.
Silence is consent.
So anyway, we've got just a couple of tournaments that we are sponsoring. It's the Proven Bowl, which is this weekend, I think, actually. The Proven Bowl in Belgium, I think it is. I think Renee's going to kill me for that. It's in Berlin. It's in Berlin. Sorry. It's gonna
Don't
kill
go
me.
to Belgium.
Don't,
It's in
yeah,
Stoke.
Don't
not
listen to
Stockport.
me. Yeah,
Liam's
do not
directions,
listen to me in
Fuck
directions.
you now.
But we are sponsoring the Christmas Bowl there as well. There is I can never say this, the Fulginian Bowl, which is I am saying it right, or Fulginium. It could be one of them, Fulginium in Italy, which is March the 3rd and 4th, and the Turncoat, which is the 3rd and 4th as well, which is coming up in Belgium and then Italy, yeah. So there's that. That is definitely Belgium and Italy. Just to put that out
sure?
there. I'm definitely sure. I'm not going to go into the cities or anything like that. I'm just going to tell you it's the country.
Yeah,
and
proper details.
you
check
can
them out.
figure out the way. Yeah, figure it out on your own. Thanks for Mike as well. And Mike's doing all the podcasts. So if you do need a podcast or anything, editing, you can't be asked to edit. He'll come around your house. I was going to say loads of stuff. Come around your house, do whatever you need him to do, wash the pots, then record your podcast. Or do it while you're recording. It's up to you. But yeah, no, he comes around your house, he does your podcast, and he'll take it home and edit. You know, if you need any more issues, if you've got any issues that you'd like to talk about on your podcast.
If you have been affected by any of the issues on this podcast, there's a number you can ring.
Oh God, I fucking hate this bit. But yeah, no, just message me or Mike Armitage as well. He's on Facebook, and there is going to be a channel. We are available on iTunes, SoundCloud, LibSN. I don't know if I say that correctly.
Labia.
Labia
Labia
SN.
FM. It's a feminist radio station.
We are going to be having a YouTube channel as well, joined up with Mike. Yeah, so it's going to be quite big. Yeah, it's going to be a full channel with us and stuff like that. So keep an eye
Podcasts,
out
we're
for
not going to
that.
see their faces. Right?
Yeah, it's not going to get that far. Don't want to see Alan Law. He's fucking staring. He's been staring at me the whole time, rubbing his
You
beard
go
like
through
that.
so many lenses.
I'm just plotting ways to just bring down vegans.
You can see him in an
Wiping
orange
bacon
jumpsuit
across
getting walked through court, with the chains on, can't you? Going, it wasn't me. Vegans, I hate them. You can't you?
Vegans.
Never heard him do that before.
His head's spinning round.
Call for the priest! Call for the priest!
Jesus Christ. I was going to do a really cool interview today with Rick, from Iron Golems. And because Rick's English isn't quite good, what I'm going to do is get someone on. I'm going to ask him a question.
It's going to be like when
I want someone
talking
to
to a
come
footballer
on.
in the 90s.
Kind of. I want someone to come on.
I went round him like.
Do an accent for him. So I want someone to come on who's got. So if there's anyone out there who wants to be on the podcast, who's I don't know, what do you think? Like I think like a Newcastle accent for him. Imagine it. So Rick, you've been creating the Flings, and how's it going? Are you enjoying it? Well, yeah, man. I think it's going really well. I got like 16 players done, like. And he's from Spain.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I would love
from?
to get. So if you've got someone who, I think a Newcastle accent or a Liverpudlian, you know, sound like a Beatle, you could do it actually.
Glaswegian.
Yeah, just talk normal. A Glaswegian accent. Anyone who's got a Glaswegian accent. And a weird accent. I should say that. An accent that's not normal. No.
Not normal.
An accent. If someone could do a Spanish accent for me without being racist.
Yeah. Do you have any racists out there?
If you've got any racists and who want to do voiceovers.
That's a niche career. Racist voiceovers.
Yeah,
Hi, I'm
I'll do
Jim.
it.
I'm a racist voiceover artist. Here's my LinkedIn.
Get sponsored by Five for that.
The craziest podcast ever.
So, well, you tell me what
Well,
you're
there's-
do an accent. Go on. It's Spanish. Be careful. Come on. Do an accent. What accent would you like to hear Rick
I've
as?
just got the fast show going through me.
I don't know.
What's your best accent you can do? Best impression.
That's a good question.
Come on, you can do it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Everyone's
put me
got
on
an
the spot.
impression. Like I can do Gollum. You see? No, don't do Gollum. Do your best one. Can you do Macho King Randy Savage? I bet you can do Randy Savage.
Followed by a Ric Flair.
Can you do the Bushwhackers? I know you can do all of the wrestlers.
Bushwhackers. They were Australian.
Remember the Bushwhackers?
Yeah, Bushwhackers were Australian.
You look like one of the Bushwhackers.
Cheers. they had missing teeth and everything. I thought
Oh, that's what we need. That's what our model
Bushwhackers.
should look like. Us two,
Yeah.
us two bushwhacking.
Legion of Prunes.
Legion of Prunes.
That's the puns you don't like, isn't it? Legion of Prunes.
It's not even.
No,
It
you hate
doesn't
it.
even make any sense.
You're twiddling your thumbs now. Fuck's sake. So no, yeah, but thank you so much, guys. Anyone who's got a funny Geordie accent, I think Geordie would be all right for Rick. I don't know if Rick would appreciate it, but yeah, anyone who's got that accent would be amazing. So if you want to join us on the podcast, let us know. Yeah, but that's it. So thank you so much, guys, for coming. You know, it's been really, really good. And really appreciate it. And watch out for our halflings that are coming out. I think the Kickstarter's going to be out in March. So I think we're really at that point where, yeah, tree's nearly finished. Second treatment's nearly done. There's going to be some star plays, some stretch goals. I can't really go too much into the stretch goals, not yet, but they are going to be really good. And there's going to be one of us as well. So yeah, there's going to be quite a lot happening as well. I might do like me eating a leaf and then you fucking getting dead angry or something like that.
You're just standing there with a chop.
Tomahawk steak or something.
Yeah, and I'm like fucking podding around doing my gardening while he's fucking killing a pig. Thanks again, guys. Thank you.